Hello, 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 Twitch chat. Look at all of us. Look at all of us. We're the people who couldn't make it to Chicago. Hello, hi. Welcome to the stream. I haven't done a just chatting stream in such a long time. And that's all we're going to do today. We're going to do no face cam as we normally do on Sunday, and we're just going to vibe out and we're going to talk, except my undivided attention for once will be on chat. Ouch, Brian. Well, listen, did I speak an untruth? Not an untruth. What am I saying? A lie? We're just, an absolute vibe. We're just going to vibe out. We're going to hang out. We're going to talk to each other. We're just going to chill and hopefully have a good time. And that way, hopefully, we're able to provide some good energy to those of you who need it for the upcoming week here. You know, start of a new week. It's Sunday. We're just having a good time together. Is it weird to say I really like your voice? I mean, it would be weird if I thought it was weird that you said that, seeing as how this stream is literally just going to be my voice. And honestly, that means a lot. Thank you so much. Oh my god.
Lovely late night chat vibe. I love you guys so much. I've been so lucky to be able to be here with all of you.
Why not? Thank you so much for a full year as a sub here. That is such a freaking long time. Congrats on evolving into a Jolteon here with your sub badge. Thank you so much for sticking around. You guys are fantastic. You're absolutely fantastic. That is such a huge amount of support for anything. When you think about, like, you know, TV shows, movies, art, whatever, like music, it is just so wild that someone would want to stick around for like a full year supporting something. That means a lot. Seriously, thank you. Hello, everyone. Happy Sunday. Cole, hey, what's up? Happy Sunday to you as well. I was just telling that to chat. Welcome to everyone here. Again, for those of you who don't know what Sundays are about, here you can use the new no-face command, and you'll get a very brief explanation as to why I'm not on camera right now, but we're just sharing in some good energy and hopefully uplifting each other before we all have to tackle the week. Whether you got things that you're excited for coming up this week, or if you have things that you're dreading or need a little bit of encouragement to get through, we're here tonight. We're just hanging out. Really liked the outfit and glam last night. So proud of you for going after the haters as well. You're an inspiration. Thanks, Gabby. I'm glad that people like the cosplay. Those of you who missed it, I posted some pictures up on Fanhouse of it, and then also on my alt Twitter. But Morgan was having kind of a rough day last night. So the two of us had sort of like a little, like, we had a fun girls' night together. We had a little bit of a makeup session. So Morgan did my makeup and helped take some pictures of me, which are going to also be up on Fanhouse once we get those edited. But we just, like, had fun hanging out. I got all dressed up. It was really, really a good, chill time. And I wasn't really going after the haters because I don't care about haters, like, whatever. Like, those are people who are just wasting their own time because they're not concentrating their energy on their own goals and, I don't know, like, accomplishing actual things that they should be going after, like actually pursuing passions or whatever. Those people don't affect me. I mainly just make, like, weird, dry, sarcastic, self-deprecating jokes, just as a response to those types of things. Just because, I don't know, those people are so sad and pathetic to me, and I'm having a blast. I'm having a good time. I have an amazing community. I have an incredible partner in Morgan. I get to do, like, really fun things like cosplay. I just vibe. It's always, like, a really fun time. Heck yeah, we love a girls' night. Hell yeah. It was so fun. It was honestly such a good time. Morgan and I do those every now and then. Sometimes I advertise when they're happening. Sometimes, you know, we just do it for fun. But we always have a great time. Morgan's really good at makeup. It looked great. Yeah, Morgan is 90% of why I look, like, even remotely cute when I get all, like, done up. She does such good work with the makeup. She is fantastic. Ryan, sorry, I didn't hear you there. I was too busy blocking out the hater. I mean, pretty much, yeah. I pretty liberally use the block and mute functions on social media. Oh my God, feral raccoon.
Hope you're having a good day.
Thank you so much.
Having a good day. And I hope that Siggy is living his best.
Oh, he's always living his best floofy life.
Animal Crossing, lol.
Enjoy your Animal Crossing. Thank you so much for the 13-month resub. Gerb frog. Little Jeremiah, speaking of Animal Crossing. Those of you who don't know the villager Jeremiah in Animal Crossing, that is our frog emote, and he is so cute. I love him so much. He's fantastic. And if you have a chance to get him in your Animal Crossing village, please do so, because he is so funny. He's so cute. He's just a goofball. He Naruto runs everywhere. I love him. Just saw the pictures on Fanhouse. They look amazing. I'm super glad y'all had a good night last night. Thank you. Yeah, it was really fun. Just one of those things where, like, I originally had planned, Saturdays are normally my night off, so I'd, like, normally just, like, play video games or read comics or whatever. But Morgan was having sort of, like, a rough time, so I decided to hang out with her, and we had, like, a really great time. We just, did makeup. I got dressed up. We took a couple pictures, and then we watched some TV together. So it was really cool. It was a good, chill way to spend my time. Hello to everyone joining, by the way. It's so nice to have you here. Added Tiffany to my island today. I can't wait for her to move in. She looks so badass. I actually don't know who Tiffany is, but I love the name. I hope that she's super fun. Just got out of Ethan's show, Warrior Merch's Promise. Slap the front. Oh my God, is the show over now? That is wild. I hope that it was a great time. Please no spoilers in the chat, obviously, because, you know, so many people will not get to see the show until next year when the next tour dates start happening. But I hope you had a blast, and you are one of many people I actually saw wearing my merch at the show in some photos from, like, people in line and whatnot. That's so awesome. That's great. I'm glad that you got to do that. I'm waiting for the day I can do a house for Jeremiah in the new DLC or get him in my village. I would risk it all for him. A worthwhile risk to take, seriously. Hey, Bella, what's up? Nice to see you here. Hope everyone's having a good night tonight. I'm going to be in and out of chat because I'm doing laundry. I hope that laundry goes well. Thank you very much for being here. Really appreciate that a lot. Sarcasm, hey, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Or is that, wait, it's sarcastic-ism. That's right, that's what it is. Sarcastic, hello, hi, welcome. One of these days I'll get your name right. Crisco Richard, hello, hi, it's always nice to see you here. I have tickets for one of the April shows, dope. Keep supporting the show. There's plenty of time to pick up tickets for a lot of the locations that are happening next year. So if you're someone who's, financially unable to right now and just needs to save up, or you're just weighing the pros and cons of going, you got plenty of time to make those decisions. And I hope that you're able to go experience it. I'm very excited. I'm going to be again, for those who don't know, I'm going to be at the Toronto show for sure. Because that's a really easy drive for Morgan and I. It's like 2.5 hours-ish or something. And then Morgan and I will most likely be at the Pittsburgh show and the NYC show if we can make it work. So we'll figure it out, though. Really excited to see it. And those of you who got to see it tonight, if you are here right now, I really do hope that you had a blast. And again, please be respectful. Don't spoil anything. But just knowing the little bits of the show that I know about, I have a feeling that it's like guaranteed to be a good time for people. So, yeah. Sarah, oh my God, you're going to Toronto too? Oh my gosh, yeah, Sarah, I think you told us that you were going to be at the Toronto show before, like several times. So, yeah, those who are going to the Toronto show, I will definitely 100% be there. So I'm really excited to maybe say hi to a bunch of you guys. I know that Ashley Roboto and I were just texting right before I started stream about making some plans to meet up there and hang out before and possibly after the show. And also do a couple other trips because, again, like Morgan and I live kind of right on the Canadian border. So we're going to just, go over and hang out with Ashley and her partner, which should be very fun. Very, very fun. I hope it's a good time. So, yeah. Unfortunately, I won't be able to go because financial issues, but I'm so damn proud of Ethan. Enjoy the show, guys. Makes so many good memories. Yeah, honestly, it's one of those things, like, maybe something will change and you'll be able to go. But if you for sure know that you're not able to go right now, it's one of those things where pass that kindness forward, guys, just like Bluebird did, Wish each other well, encourage each other, be excited for other members of the community for getting to experience something really great that all of us support. So, yeah. I have to wait until January to decide if I can go, but if I do, I'll wear the late night chat shirt. Hell yeah, why not? Let's go. Let's get the merch. Let's get this community's merch at those shows, Hey, everyone, I'm new here. This is my second stream. Well, welcome, Brian. Welcome. Nice name, by the way. As a fellow Brian, I give you... I give you my respect and my honor. Slowly recruiting all of chat to the Toronto show? Hell yeah, let's go. Let's get people there. Should be fun. Couldn't get to the Chicago one, but doing the Indy one with my sister, I'm excited. That's awesome. I hope you have a great time, Nettles Marie. I know that was, I think, the first city besides the Toronto show to sell out, so that is excellent. Gabby, thank you for the big, big bits. That's really nice of you. Thank you so much for that support. Thank you. I can't wait to wear my finger heart sweater. Hell yeah, let's go. Let's do it. They were professionally recording too, so I'm sure those people who can't go will get a chance to watch. Yeah, so obviously I don't know everything going on with production. Ethan's told me like a little bit that I won't spoil, but I do know that there is a team that is recording like some of the stuff. You as a viewer and audience member of the show are not allowed to record, so don't be a butthead and break that rule. But there is a team of tech people that are responsible for like recording some stuff going on for the tour, which is kind of cool, which is very, very cool. Gonna fly to Toronto and sneak into the sold-out show to see the rest of chat. Yeah, I'm so excited, honestly, to be able to go see what has been worked on for a long time now. I remember when Ethan first told me that he was thinking, just entertaining the idea of writing a show and going on tour. I was like, fuck yeah, dude, it's gonna be amazing. And he was like very nervous about it. And I've kind of gotten to be there every step of the way as far as like encouraging him, because he'll like give me he was giving me little updates on like how the writing process was going and rehearsals and things like that. But I truly don't know any material in the show except for little itty bits. And I tweeted about this on the alt account earlier today. So for those of you who missed it, I have this very minor, I don't want this like blown out of proportion or anything. It's incredibly minor, very small part. I was asked to involve myself in with the show, and I'm just trying to be intentionally vague about this. I'm not giving away anything, but some of you who are at the show tonight might have recognized my part in the show. But I got to be I got to work on something for the show, a very, very small thing. And those of you who are watching the show tonight, I don't know. I hope that it was funny. That's all I can say. I hope that it was a really funny thing. But yeah, it's awesome to have gotten asked to do anything. So you recognize me? Awesome. Slap the Frog. I'm so glad to hear that. That's so funny. It's like really, really funny. Yeah, it's one of those things where Ethan hit me up. It was actually only like a couple weeks ago, and he was like, "Oh shit, I need this done. You're the one I thought of to do it. Can you do it?" And I was like, yeah, kind of a little close, man. But yeah, I'm very, very happy that people got to hear that. That's funny. That's very, very, very good. But anyway, chat. I've been rambling long enough. Again, it's a just chatting stream, so I want to be here to talk to you and engage with you guys and read the things that you want to tell me. So if we want to start that off with some very, very good news, please feel free to share that in the chat. It doesn't have to be anything big and crazy, as long as it's something that you're proud of it, and as long as it's something that, can comfortably be shared with chat. Please, please, please share some good news in chat. I'm not going to be able to read all of it. Just keep that in mind. But those of you here in chat, hype each other up, support each other, be excited. Again, it's a Sunday stream, so it's no face cam, no expectations. So I'm not, I'm just here to vibe with people. I'm just here to have fun. But the one thing I ask of you, the one expectation we do have is when people share the good news, you celebrate the shit out of each other's good news. Okay? That's the way that we do. Besties always be counting on each other? Yeah. Hello, friendos. I can't stay long because my best friend is sleeping over and I haven't seen him in 3 months, but I hope you all have a Poggin stream. Yo, have fun with that. That is wonderful. Also, besties, if you're going to the Pittsburgh show, Lizzie Bears and Mama Bears might be there. Eliza, I hope you have a great time with your friend, and yeah, I'll most likely be at that show as well, so maybe I'll see you as well. I love that the Girbeagly stream is just us talking about Ethan. Well, Cole, I mean, it's a big day for one of my best friends in the entire world. I'm so fucking proud of him. It's a huge day, like opening night for not just a single show, but like a whole tour is like, that's fucking, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for those of you who get to experience it as well. Like, I'm so excited for everybody. I'm excited to watch it eventually as well. Good news, I had a very easygoing day. I chilled and was being lazy. Uh-oh, that scrolled up. A very good chill Sunday. I've needed that. Gabby, I'm so glad you got to take that kind of time for yourself. That's really wonderful. That seriously makes me really happy to hear. Take care of yourself, take care of your energy and your boundaries and whatever you need to do on days like today. My good news is I'm getting the Animal Crossing Edition Switch in 4 days. I've been counting down to it for weeks. Dirt sledding, that's amazing. That's so fun. I hope that you have a blast with that. The Switch is one of my favorite, console handheld type of it's my favorite system Nintendo's put out in a long time. And it has so many great games on it, but Animal Crossing especially is just so cute and so good. I hope you have a blast with it. Good news, I have begun to finally build back the habit of brushing my teeth after not having a solid habit since August, after moving and getting my wisdom teeth out. Finally getting my shit back together. Also, friendly reminder for chat to replace your toothbrush if you haven't in 3 months. Yeah, please take care of your teeth. I know that that's something that becomes executive dysfunction for a lot of people, especially if you have depression or whatever it might be. But do your best to take care of your teeth because coming from someone who's had to go to the dentist a lot in my life, that shit is expensive. That shit is
better today because it was no bones day for both of us.
It's very much different than not taking a shower for a long time. Like if you don't take a shower for a long time, you just get maybe a little bit sweaty and maybe have a little bit of an odor or something like that. But not brushing your teeth is like, do your best to push through that one just for the future. If for anything else, just for the future dental bills to not happen, because they're terrible. But Cole, I'm glad that you're back on the right track with that. I really, really am. Simon, thank you so much for the 100 bits. I'm so glad that you guys have each other. I'm really, really happy that the two of you have each other to support each other and be supportive friends. It's like really wonderful. That is excellent. I don't remember if I shared it here, but my front root canals are finally done. I'm not ashamed to smile anymore. Pyro, that's so wonderful that you were able to get your smile back. That is a really wonderful thing to hear. Brosapang, yo, what's up? Good to see you here. Welcome to the stream. For those of you just joining us right now, we're just doing a chill, no face cam Sunday vibe stream. We, again, don't have any expectations on Sundays normally. We just hang out. But it's been such a long time since I've done a just chatting stream, and I've gotten to just sit down and not get distracted by something. So being able to be here, being able to talk, being able to chill, well, talk as long as I'm currently burping up Hawaiian Punch. Well, not the flavor of Hawaiian Punch. I'm not like barfing on stream. That's TOS. But I had a bunch of Hawaiian Punch before the stream because for some reason, my mom, for one of the birthday gifts she bought me, was a gallon jug of fruit punch, Hawaiian Punch. And so I've been like slowly working my way through it. It's a lot of Hawaiian Punch to drink. So very intense amounts of sugar. But something about, like, I don't know, maybe all the chemicals in it or something, it making me burp a shit ton because it doesn't have carbonation in it. It's really weird. Hawaiian Punch is a 10 out of 10 birthday gift. I see, here's the thing is, like, I don't drink a lot of sugary beverages, though. So, like, it's very hard for me to, like, work my way through it so far. But I know the reason my mom bought it. And I've told this story before, super brief. When I was in high school, I was very much a class clown, and me and a couple of my friends, for some reason, wanted to do a Hawaiian Punch chug-off, where we each bought... Oh my god, Gabby, thank you for the 200 bits. That's so nice of you. Thank you so much. We each bought a gallon of Hawaiian Punch, and then we, in the middle of our lunch period, stood up in the middle of the lunchroom, and, hundreds of people watched us just stand around a trash can while we chugged Hawaiian Punch and then ended up... Bleh. It was really, really not the greatest idea. I don't know why we did it. We're just bored kids in suburbia, I guess. But yeah, so my mom always brings up that story like every now and then. So I guess that's why she bought that. But yeah. Good news, I was able to relax and read for 2 hours and get started on a book. I reached my goal for the day of 100 days. Also painting a box I will most likely use for witchcraft storage. That's awesome, Leaf. I'm so glad that you got to do both those things. That is 100 days is a huge commitment. Way to go. Fruit juice makes me burp a lot too. It's a weird thing. I wonder if it's like a certain type of fruit juice in the fruit punch, because there's like, I don't know, like pineapple juice sometimes gets my like heartburn going. So maybe it's something like the citric acid in one of the juices that they use in it. Who knows? I don't even know how much real juice is in Hawaiian Punch, if I'm going to be honest. I feel like it's probably not a huge amount. I don't know if anyone in chat knows, but I feel like it's not a big amount in Hawaiian Punch. It's like toxic red, so I don't really even know. Gabby, thank you so much for the gifted sub. That's so nice. Spartacus Maximus, if you are here, make sure that you are saying thanks to Gabby. Enjoy those emotes. Enjoy the sub badge. Thank you to both of you for hanging out and hopefully having a lot of fun. Thank you very, very much. Seriously. Sometimes you need to chug fruit punch until you become a fountain in the bad way. It's a vibe. I guess. I mean, I was like 17, so I'm just, I as a 30-something-year-old, I'm already a chaotic god. When I was a kid and had zero inhibitions, holy Christ. 50% red, 40% sugar, 10% water. Wow, oh my god. So it's really clean eating if you drink Hawaiian Punch, because it's only those three ingredients. Red, sugar, and water. The color red, sugar, and water. Wonderful. Oh god. 17 is the perfect age to be a fountain, Brian. I know, I had already accomplished so much by the time I was 17. I had become a fountain. Amazing. So go out there, live your dreams. You can be whatever you want, chat. Tiki Punch is my jam. I love that stuff. See, Morgan used to buy that from the Dollar Tree. They used to sell it in the, like, 6-packs of, like, Tiki Punch cans. And we really like those a lot. But I can't drink, like, that much sugary stuff at once anymore. I'm getting old. What can I say, you know? What's with all this invalidation of identities at the end of Transgender Awareness Week? I don't know, but I'm not that surprised that's happening. I'm annoyed that's happening. But it also happens every year, unfortunately. For any sort of, like, trans awareness or trans pride week or anything, there's always an uptick around the end of it because, you know, those stupid, weak-minded dickheads out there are always doing their best to get those, like, last jabs in during, like, a moment that's supposed to be celebrated. And it's like, wow, how fucking predictable and boring can you be? Go away, you know? I love you and Morgan and your streams so much. Giving back to you and the community is the least I can do. Oh my gosh, Gabby, that's so nice of you. Thank you for those bits. Dichotomy, thank you. Oh my god, what? Guys, Sunday stream means no I'm not yelling at anyone, by the way. Thank you so much, Dichotomy, for the 500 bits. Sunday stream is no expectations. Just, we're vibing. Please, just as a quick reminder, for those of you who follow me on Twitter, I posted all the cards I bought this weekend. I don't have impulse control. I just want to remind you of that. Your money will most likely go to fucking Pokemon cards and, like, fast food or pizza or something. So you are indirectly killing me by donating to this channel. I just want people to know that. The face cam box looks just like you. It always does. It's wild that it does because it is me. It is me. Generic Bones, hello. Good to see you here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. My brother texted me and insisted on gendering me. I'm so sorry to hear about that. I'm very, very sorry to hear about that. That is something that is unfortunately a part of, you know, just the current world we live in. And it is one of those horrible, terrible perspectives that at some point, hopefully, you know, the bigger communities like this grow and the more other people start speaking up and doing their part in educating and fighting back against established systemic issues, you know, we'll be able to undo that type of thinking or at the very least drown it out. But I'm sorry you're dealing with that right now. Don't let Brian lie. He's going to spend it on Fruit Punch again. Bluebird, listen, what's with this slander about... What's with this slander? Huh? Good Lord. I just said I can't drink a lot of sugary stuff. I actually, when I did my DNA testing, I did 23andMe recently, it said I had the genetic marker for potentially developing diabetes. So I've been, like, actually extra careful about my sugar intake lately, especially with how fucking old I am now. Good Lord. Oh my gosh. Oh boy. Dichotomy, thank you. You truly are doing so much to make sure that I misbehave. Thank you for the 100 bits. That's really nice of you. Thank you. Is it true in America your cordial is powdered? Wait, what? I don't even know. I'm having, like, my brain is legitimately blanking out right now. I don't know exactly. I'm so sorry. I don't know what the question is. Funny story, there was a really, really cute goth girl at my job today, and I had to ring her up, and I was blushing, stuttering, messing throughout it, and my boss asked me if I was okay afterwards, and all I could say in response was, Joe, I am very gay. I'm really glad that your boss is someone who you feel comfortable telling that to. It's all liquid form here? Wait, what, cordial? Wait, cordial's like a drink, right? Yeah. I think? I don't know. I'm fucking, wait, powdered? I don't know. I don't know. Wait, like powdered, like you mix it up with water and then you create a cordial. I gotta Google this. I have to Google this. Cordial. Well, I know, yeah, I know warm and friendly. I know that's the adjective. The noun is just liquor. Oh. Is there like a specific type of liqueur that is a cordial though? Or is it just like a synonym for liqueur or liquor? Like cherry cordial. Oh yeah, they bust that out around the holidays. I don't drink that. That's like old people drinks. The only old people drink that I drink is like occasionally I'll sip scotch or like an Irish whiskey with one of my uncles at like the Christmas party. I don't know. It's like liquid, you add water to it. It's like pure sugar for kids. Oh, I don't... Like Kool-Aid? Yeah, like Kool-Aid? We have like Kool-Aid and like Country Time lemonade. Otherwise, the only thing I can think of is cordial, like the alcoholic beverage that they serve in those tiny little like glasses around like the holidays, and you just sip them, and they're gross. They taste like medicine. Dichotomy, thank you so much for the gifted sub to Bluebird. Bluebird, enjoy the emotes. Enjoy the sub badge. Dichotomy, you are unbelievably generous. You really, really are. Thank you for all of the support. Old people drinks, so like for Brian, right? Thank you for stealing my joke. You're literally the person who hears someone else's joke and then says it louder. Me just learning that it's liqueur. I guess we just don't use that word a lot here in America. So the question kind of threw me for a loop. I'm so sorry. That's probably your equivalent Kool-Aid. Oh, okay. Yeah. So we have a lot of like mixed drink type, like drink mixes, I should say. Mixed drinks are a totally different ballpark, but drink mixes that are powdered. Yes, absolutely. Whenever people say old people drink, I for some reason think of water. Wait, why? Water's the best thing ever. Water keeps you hydrated. It keeps you healthy. It keeps you going. It makes you pee a lot, but it's good. You gotta be hydrated, you know? Good news, I can now sit up without crying. Oh my gosh, wait, what? That is good news, first of all. Second of all, though, why, if you're comfortable sharing, why were you crying when you were not sitting up, when you were like laying down? I hope you're okay. I really do. Water has been around a long time. Wait, that's why it's an old person drink, is because it's been around for a long time. The oldest liquid on the earth. Water is fantastic, but it's got to be the oldest person drink, like dinos drank that. Oh my god, you guys, your logic is literally that water is an old person drink because it is an old substance on the earth. That's not like a generational thing, though. That's not like someone fucking is like... That's not like you're drinking like a juice box and an old like 89-year-old man walks up to you and is like, juice box? Back in my day, we drank water. Like that's not how that works. That no one has ever said that in the history of the world until me just now. What are you talking about, chat? Oh my god. Dichotomy, thank you for the gifted sub to Leah235. Leah, enjoy the emotes, enjoy the sub badge. Dichotomy, so much unbelievable support. Thank you so much for doing that. Glad I could contribute to the stream. But what are you talking about though? Now I'm confused. Does this mean that, okay, wait, so like, all right, I got to think this through, because I got to think of like another example of like things people drank that would be old and then therefore be counted as like an old person drink. So like, y'all know about rain? Yeah. So like when it rains, is everyone like, Grandpa's gonna love this? Like, Grandpa's standing outside on the front porch with his mouth open because it reminds him of the good old days of drinking water. Like, what are you talking about? Prune juice. Prune juice, yeah. Okay, that is a real old person drink, but the only reason is functionality-wise. It's like one of the things that like old people can digest well, and it helps with like their fiber intake and stuff, right? It's something like that. Is why like prune juice is associated with like old people. Also, the flavor is obviously not for everyone. But prune juice, how long has prune juice been around? All right, now I got to Google this too. Give me a second. Let's see here. Prune juice. Prune juice, when was it invented? We got to find out. First historical use of prune juice. This is very important to me. Wait. When was prune juice invented? 1934. That's wrong. That's got to be wrong. Someone in an ancient civilization was in a grape field at one point, and then they accidentally stepped on like an old like sun-dried grape. That's what, and then like juice came out, and they were like, I wonder what would happen if I put this in my mouth. There's no way. 1934. That's like, that doesn't even make sense. That's like maybe the first time like commercially available prune juice was like mass produced, but there's no way that like grog from the Ooga Booga tribe way back in the day wasn't like walking, like there's no way he wasn't walking around the field, accidentally stepped on like an old grape and then like drank the juice, right? But what's a prune again? Isn't it like just a dried out grape? I know raisins are, but like aren't prunes? Are they different? Am I stupid? Do I not know anything about fruit? Brian, Google it. Oh my God. Oh, they're dried dates. What? Okay, same. Whatever. Fucking Jesus. Don't derail me. Don't non sequitur me here, chat. This is you're throwing off the conversation with something that doesn't ultimately matter. Okay? Dates have a very long history in like the world. Like they've been used in like different religions and different like cuisines for a long time. So there's at some point, Grog from the Ooga Booga tribe stepped on an old date that had like dried in the sun a little bit and become a prune. And then the juice squirted out. And then like Grog's friend who was with him was like, hey, Grog, when you stepped on that, wet came out. Me taste now. And then that's when prune juice was invented. Unbelievable. This is prune juice history erasure that we're experiencing right now by trying to Google when prune juice was invented. Unbelievable. If I can even remember what I wanted to make. Wait, what? I have to make a meme now? Oh, God. Is the subreddit going to be chaos? Is it going to be a fucking mess? Those of you who are new here, we do have a subreddit. If you want to go and leave absolutely horrible memes over there, you can do so. You can, as long as they don't make people uncomfortable, you can put up fan art. You can just write a nice message for the community if you want. I mean, the Reddit goes off sometimes. It's kind of neat. And then we also have a Discord. If you enjoy the conversation and the energy here, please go check out our Discord. I've been noticing, because I've been stopping by so often, that it gets a little bit sleepy sometimes. Go make some friends. Go talk in the Discord. Go share your interests. Go tell people who you are and where to find you on the internet. And, you know, like, become friends. Hey, Jenna, what's up? Thank you so much for using the Discord command to pull up the link there. But yes, please go over to the Discord. Talk to each other. You can, you know, share your interests about, like, anime or, you know, talking about what you like to do, like traveling or what hobbies you have, whatever. Like, go make friends. It's a cool place. I will be stopping by from time to time just to say hello quick throughout the week. I just do that. I'm here for the memes, not to socialize. I mean, that's fair. That is absolutely fair. Some of the chaotic energy people in chat have, I would also be afraid to engage in. I'd be like, haha, I'm going to laugh at this, but from a safe distance, because I don't know if that person has rabies or not. That is sort of the energy that a lot of the community gives off. I completely understand that. Hold the fuck up. How does a dried fruit produce juice? I'm assuming, do they just like mash it up or something? Dried fruits aren't completely dry. Okay. Yeah, I mean, like this, if you've ever like bitten into a prune, it's not fully dry. So there you have it. I like to be a fly on the wall here. It's fun to watch. I feel like you are a fly on the wall watching like a first-time cook accidentally light their stove on fire every single night. Every time I hit start streaming, I assume there's going to be some sort of horrific accident in the kitchen that is our chat. It always happens. Don't make me come out from under my rock to socialize. I like my rock. Listen, you probably have a very lovely rock, and that's your choice. I hope you enjoy it. I hope that you say hello to Patrick Starfish for us, though. Please. Please laugh from a safe distance. COVID is still a thing. I mean, true. In person. Also, yeah, 6 feet, if you can. It definitely is interesting observing humanity in this stream. Yeah, that's... That's just a true statement. I have nothing to add to that except to agree. Cherry lemon sounds good. Wait, cherry lemon. Are we still talking about cordials or whatever? Is there a cherry lemon cordial? I'd try that. That sounds kind of good. I don't like cherry flavor on its own, and I think that's why I don't like cherry cordial. But like cherry with something else is almost always benefited by it. Like, there's some, like, really good, like, cherry citrus type combos for sure. Listen, maybe I like the smell of burning plastic in the kitchen. Are you shaming me now? I feel like chat at some point, there's always like a tipping point here where like I have to shame chat. Where like someone is like, it's like when you're those of you who have ever babysat before and you've babysat like a kid in like the 3 to 4 year old age range where they're like, okay, mom and dad aren't home. It's just the babysitter. So now I am going to push what I can do, push the limitations. Oh yeah, mom always lets me eat candy after 9. You know, that type of thing. I feel like there's always like a member of chat who always tries to like push a little bit farther than the previous person did, which is why we have mods and it's why some of you get timed out sometimes. But I always feel like there's a moment in chat where that happens for sure. Where I have to be like, nope, no. You don't get to do that. Don't do that. I see Brian is trying to keep us from the delicious crispy plastic. Jesus Christ. I like that chat's like go-to joke is always like, oh, I'm gonna like put that in my mouth and eat it now. Like that thing that's clearly not food. And then I have to do this like, oh my God. I have to do the PSA where I'm like, do not eat non-food shit.
My sub gift. Damn, 22 months. So close to 2.
Oh my God, it is.
Every minute less than 3.
Thank you so much, Steelers fan, for the freaking 22 months total in this community. Enjoying month 2 of a full year subscription that Ina gifted you. Ina, thank you so much. I know you're not here right now, but if you ever watch the VOD back, I hope you know how much it means that you hooked up a long-term member of our community with a sub that generous. That's so nice of you. So nice of you. Thank you very, very much. Seriously. Brian, I just finished Ethan's show. He did amazing. Brittany, I'm glad that you had fun at it. Please, just as a heads up, I'm sure you won't violate this, but no spoilers in chat. This goes for anyone who was at the show. I'm so happy to hear that people had a good time, though. I'm so excited to see it eventually. Seriously. Yes, Stan Ina. Ina is wonderful. So are you, though, Steelers fan. You've been around for such a long time here, even before you became a sub, and it means a lot. It really, really does. Like, thank you for being here as long as you have. I tried to explain forbidden snacks to my friends at school, and honestly, I felt judged. Yeah, I feel like I have to give a PSA just due to Twitch's TOS, like every other fucking stream, where I'm like, all right, guys, yeah, just keep in mind, that's just a joke. Don't actually eat that thing that is going to be poison to you if you do that. Because I don't know about you guys, but I'd personally like to keep the channel. I've already been banned on Twitch one time before. For a very different reason, but it's one of those things where I don't know, I pay like my rent and electricity bills with this job, so it would kind of suck if we got banned because Twitch thought I was encouraging people to eat burnt plastic, which just I can't believe is a sentence I have to clarify ever. So yeah. It's not like any of us have ever eaten candles. Well, here's the thing. Here's the difference. Like, as much as I'm like, hey, don't eat candles also, though, at least those are, like, normally pretty non-toxic. Plastic in any form is just straight up toxic automatically. One of my favorite forbidden snacks is the Downy Unstoppable Scent Boosters. Forbidden yogurt cups. Bella, I expected so much more from you. Unbelievable. Oh, God, why?
Eat the thing.
Oh, my God. Generic phones. Thank you for the bits. I guess I'll eat the bits. How's that? Yum, yum, yum. I just ate them. They were great. Mads, what's up? 53 months. What the hell?
I'm alive.
Dude, 53 months here? Thank you so much. Seriously, that is such a long time. I know you were at the show. I just got done telling other people in the chat this. No spoilers, obviously. I know you're someone who would never spoil anything. But I hope you had a great time. I really hope you had a great time. Thank you for wearing my merch to the show, by the way. I really hope it was fun. And also, Gabby, thank you for the bits. I appreciate that. Oh my God. What is going on? What is happening? This is a lot. I almost slipped up and got a strike there, but I didn't. I caught myself, chat. Crisco Richard, thank you for the 5 gifted subs to Morose Mel, Flame Burb, Hey It's Curry, Pegging... Oh my God, this name. Oh my God, I think I just had a stroke reading this. Pegging Bigfoot. Starry Jen, if any of you are here, please make sure you're saying thank you to Crisco Richard for your gifted subs, especially you, Pegging Bigfoot. I'm calling you out specifically. Oh my god, what the fuck? Oh my god. And J. Ray Green, thank you for the 5 gifted to Mama Cheeks, Nicole, Oreo Death Star, I Like Halloween. Like Halloween came early, and Hecate Hellfire. Simon, thank you for the 50 bits. And Gabby, thank you for another 100 bits. And oh my god, and Dichotomy, thank you for the 500 bits. It's really nice of you. Thank you. Guys, this is a Sunday. I'm supposed to be like resting and relaxing. You're making me hyper. Thank you so much. That's really nice of you. There's also a message up here I wanted to read quick here. Hey, Mel, good to see you here. Thank you so much for being here. Hi, I'm on my way home from Ethan's show. I'm having some emotions. I cried a lot. I actually DM'd you after totally not realizing you were alive. Oh my gosh, Mads, that's absolutely fine. I'm so glad that it was emotional and fun. That's really, really cool. Also, I just, banger username, S++ your username there. Absolutely. Absolutely. God, Jesus, Pegging Bigfoot. What a fucking name. Anyone who got a gifted sub, please know that the reason you got a gifted sub is truly not because of me. It is because we have, for whatever reason, one of the most generous, kind communities on the internet that people just want to include each other. People want to allow people to have access to the emotes and the sub badges and the other fun things. Like, all of you are amazing for being here. Please don't ever feel pressure to become a sub. Know that whether you're a sub or just a follower or whatever, it means the world that you're here at all. That we're just hanging out. Like, thank you so much. Oh my gosh, Gabby, thank you for the 100 bits. That really means a lot. Thank you so much. That's super kind. Everyone is very kind. But again, this is a chill stream. I'm just vibing. Also, Mads, thank you so much. That's really considerate of you. I just read over a little bit of your message, not the whole thing. But here's the thing. I already told people very vaguely. I put up an alt tweet about it, where you are right. You are right. You recognize... Okay, so let me say this really vaguely. Oh my god, Dichotomy. Dichotomy! Thank you so much for the 5 gifted. Thank you, Oddcat, Skitty1213, Diamond Blue Knight, Holographic Knight, and Dubious Q. If any of you are here right now, make sure you are saying thank you to Dichotomy, because Di is a really, really nice person. Unbelievably supportive, even outside of, like, you know, streams, just a really nice human being, like, such a nice person. Please make sure you're saying thanks. Please enjoy that gift, because that's so nice of you. Don't worry about it right now, but I turned the person next to me and was like, Gabby, thank you for the bits. The more you yell at us, it's, that it's supposed to be chill, the more money I will give to you to use on Cards of Pizza. I hope that... Okay, real quick aside, I hope that people, I know that this is always a meme and has been a meme for years in the community to, like, break Brian, make Brian feel very overwhelmed. I hope you're not just getting caught up in the moment and you're giving because you want to give, and also that you're treating yourself to some nice stuff as well, because you are awesome, nice people and you deserve to. I hope that you put yourselves first because you deserve to. That's not selfish, that is taking care of you, and you are great and you deserve it. Anyway, what the heck was I saying? Oh, yeah. So, to keep this very vague, I mentioned this at the beginning of stream before we had as many people watching us, but there is something in the show that I was asked to create for the show. It's a very minor thing, so again, please don't, like, freak out and be like, I have to go now because Brian's a part of the show. I am a part of the show, and I'm really honored to have been asked to be a part of the show in some kind of way, but it is very small. It's a really small thing. But if you recognize that, I hope that you thought it was funny. So, Matt, I guess my question to anyone who went to the show, was that segment funny? Did that happen in a? Was it, like, actually funny? Did it come together in a good way? Oh no, our streamer, he's broken. Corey, thank you so much for being here. Brian's a part of it. Gotta buy 8 tickets now? No, absolutely not. Brian, you deserve the support, my dude. You've literally fostered a community of love and acceptance. Definitely deserve the bits and stuff. You guys are, listen, you're the ones who fostered this community because, well, like we did this together, but at the end of the day, I'm one person. And right now we have like 21,300 plus people in this community here just on Twitch, not counting the other social media I have. Which, okay, let me do some quick math because my brain's not working totally. If you add up all my social media, and I get that there's a little bit of overlap where it's like a person who follows me on Twitch also follows me on Twitter and Instagram, so it's not really this high of a number, but the number of followers I have, if you total them together, are like over 100,000. There's like, that's a lot of fucking people. That's larger than some cities. That is so many people who have come together and established this type of community. The expectation that we're just going to treat each other well and just have a great time together and try to like move that positive energy out into the world in whatever ways we can. You all did that as well. You are the ones who built up the foundation of that and made this such a special place. Seriously. Oh my gosh. Well, thank you, Gabby, for the 200 bits. It's really, really nice. Oh my gosh. Wow. Oh my gosh.
Won't let me let it go.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you very much, Dichotomy. That's really nice of you. But please, you've contributed to the train a lot already. So I'm so sorry. Just pretend that it ends at 93%. How's that? And then I know that's not quite the same, but like pretend that 93% is actually like there's no numbers past that, or 94 now, I guess. But please. Oh my God, chat. Good Lord. Thank you so much. Ira for the bits. Dichotomy, thank you for the 500 more bits.
I have to pee.
Crisco Richard, thank you for the 5 gifted. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry I'm missing so much in chat's messages. I was like, hey guys, we're going to do a just chatting stream, and it's going to be great because I'm going to be totally focused on chat. And now I am not. And because I can't even say word. Thank you, Crisco Richard, for the 5 gifted. Thank you. Gabby, thank you for the 45 bits as well. We got Fables and Aesops, Irish Joshua, Hyper9 Nova, Ghoulish, Aya. If any of you are here, please say thank you to Crisco Richard. That is so much generosity right there. Like, legitimately, that is an unbelievable, like, that's a lot. That is so much. Thank you so much to all of you who support what we do over here and want to see it grow and see where, like, what happens. Like, I have no idea where our end destination is with this community, but I hope that it's fun along the way. Lesbian? Like, seriously. Buckby, thank you for those 10 bits. Richard. What? Thank you so much. Thank you very, very much. Thank you for the 2 gifted to The Whip and Shanjoy1177. You please say thank you. Please, please, please say thank you. Oh, 69 total to the channel. You can never gift again now. You can never, ever gift again. Thank you so much for that. That is a lot. That is a nice moment, indeed. I just remembered I got work in the morning, so I'm going to run to bed. Please take care. Bella, thank you so much for being here. It's always such a joy to see you. I hope that work goes well tomorrow and you get some really good rest beforehand. Thank you very, very much. Steelers fan, thank you for the 10 bits. Man, this community is a large part of why I still have some faith in humanity. Listen, all I gotta say is I'm so glad that you get a jolt of positivity when you come here and that you have a good time and you're able to hopefully kick back and forget a lot of the issues going on in the world or in your life or whatever it might be. But also, I'd like to think that a lot of the people that I talk about in my life who are my friends also provide very similar communities with like really similar positive energies and whatnot. Just a couple people off the top of my head I can list off, like Nega Oryx, Ashley Roboto, D-Tune, so many great people that I love so much and have just this incredible way of presenting themselves online and just bringing together great people. Please make sure that you're checking out them as well, because I guarantee your faith in humanity will skyrocket when you see their communities also. I can't bully you with gift subs anymore. Yeah, you cannot. Exactly, Crisco Richard. Chat, Brian, I love y'all. You're so wonderful, all of you. You're wonderful. Thank you so much for being here. Seriously. Thank you. D-Tune is a freaking gem. Jordan is like legitimately one of my favorite people in the world. And it is so funny because we've been sort of orbiting the same circles for a while. And like, this past year, or I guess maybe it was the end of last year. I can't even remember when we first started talking. But we like clicked instantly. We have very, very similar energies, and I am so grateful to have him in my life. I live in Australia, so I haven't been able to go to Ethan's shows, but hearing that they are going well makes me so happy. Yeah, me too, because, again, for those of you who don't know, like, obviously he announced this a while ago, but leading up to that, there was a lot of deliberation. There was a lot of him being like, I think I want to do this. And then he was like, I'm going to force myself to do it by naming it, I have to do this. And like setting dates and like getting this done and making sure it happens. I'm so glad that he did. And I'm so glad that it's going well. Being a part of the process, even vaguely in some kind of way for the entirety of it, it's so exciting. I remember him calling me to tell me that he was going to do it, and it's so great. It's just, like, so freaking great that he's getting this much support, even if people aren't able to go. I live in Australia, too. We have a lot of Aussies here. It's really great to have you here. Like, thank you. I'll be working again soon. Soon? That's wonderful. I hope that it goes well. I really do. I super want to go to the show, but I think my dad's not a fan. Oh, well. I'm so sorry, Mags Pie. But here's the thing. There will be other things in the future. Maybe not this particular show, but a lot of cool events. If one thing of doing content creation for as many years as I have and getting to watch my friends' journeys as well, it's that they never stop like just doing cool things. There will be something else that you'll be able to be a part of, and I'm really excited for whenever that is for you. V proud? Me too. I'm really proud of him. Yeah, Mads, you've been around for such a long time that like you've definitely gotten to watch him grow. And a lot of you guys have. And it's really awesome. It's really, really cool. I cannot wait. To go see the show. I'm very, very excited. Milo, what's up, dude? I hope you're doing well. If you guys don't know Milo Mumbles here in chat, I do this every time, but I have to. Milo is someone who's been around for goddamn forever, I think. Like, we were talking about, like, Grog, the prehistoric Ooga Booga caveman who accidentally stepped on a date and created prune juice. Milo has been around longer than Grog, the Ooga Booga caveman who invented prune juice. So please go support Milo. Milo's a streamer as well. Milo makes tons of content on the internet. Please go support all of it. Click his name right there in chat. Please, please, please hit the follow button. Milo is the Unga Bunga. Exactly. It's so good, y'all. I laughed so many times. I'm so glad to hear that. I'm super happy to hear about the positive reviews. He walked on the stage. I started crying on the spot because I hadn't seen either of y'all since 2018 or some shit. Oh my god, I think it has been since 2018 since I've gotten to like meet up with like a fan or anything. Yeah, because what was it? Wait, in 2019 did I do anything? I think I traveled in 2019. I think I went to like a PAX or something like that. But some of you, yeah, it has been since 2018, which is just so wild. Because for those of you who don't know, especially because I only just recently started making YouTube videos again, I'm actually much larger on YouTube than I am here on Twitch, and I had to take like a hiatus from YouTube for a while, just so I could concentrate on something that wasn't sitting alone in my room editing videos when I was depressed. So it's why I got so much more into streaming, especially over the course of like this year. And last year and everything like that. So, I used to go to a lot of conventions. I used to go to like PAX and like PopCon and a lot of the big ones where I did like panels and meet and greets and things like that. And so I've gotten to meet a humongous number of the members of this community at events, which is really, really cool. And I don't know. I miss that a lot. I miss doing that. But some of you I legitimately have not seen for years in person. Swear I saw you in 2019. I feel like I had to have been traveling in 2019. I don't think that I would have. I really don't think I would have stopped traveling in 2019 because 2018 was like a pretty big burnout year for me, where I was traveling like pretty much once a month for some kind of industry event, whether it was a convention or it was like a summit for like a charity I'm an ambassador for. By the way, guys, real quick aside, I can't announce it quite yet, but a charity that I've worked with a lot in the past, like obviously you guys know I'm a St. Jude ambassador to raise money for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. But another charity that we've done a lot of work for over the years just reached out to me to invite me to their ambassador program as well. So that is something else I just got selected for, which is awesome. And I'm really excited to share that whenever I'm allowed to. I was showing a friend of mine pics of us from 2018 and was getting super emo. Oh my God. I would get, you know me. I would get very emo. I get emo anytime someone who's been around for like years is like, hey, Brian, remember when this happened? I'm like, way back in the day. It's so wild to me still that like people remember who I am, remember meeting me, that it became like a memory and experience that they get to like look back on fondly. Because like, who the hell am I? I'm just a weirdo on the internet. And to know that people have interactions with me that stick with them and they like think on in a really positive way is so special to me because that's the way I think about a lot of you, like meeting up with you in these scenarios where, you know, I'm out at like a convention and I do like an official signing or something. Like it's always so special to be able to do that. We saw each other in Sean's green room in 2019, I thought. Did we? I feel like we had to have. Which show though? Was that the one in Seattle? Or what? Oh my God. Oh my God. Because Milo, I've met you a number of times. Like PAX East? So that would have been Boston. Oh my God. Was that? Oh my God. That's so crazy. Like I have met Milo, for those of you who don't know, in person in groups as small as like 6 people. Because again, I just being someone on the internet, I did not always have this number of followers. And I did a meetup years back in New York City where I was like, all right, everyone come to Central Park. We're going to do a meetup for the community. Because Morgan and I were just having like a fun trip out in New York City. And some people like came in from like other boroughs, and it wasn't like a lot. There was like 6 to 10 people, I think, showed up. And I was like, oh my God, I can't believe like 6 people showed up to see me. Whoa. And I was like blown away by that at the time. But Milo was like one of those 6 people. And it was like really fun. It was way too hot out, but it was a really fun time. And it was like this really intimate, cool thing. A great way to get to like know people in the community. It was great. It was so hot on Megalo. It was so hot. It was like way too hot. It was like 1,000 degrees out. And of course I was like, let's meet by like the ice rink in Central Park that is like all pavement. So it's we're standing on an oven while we hang out. It was terrible. Oh my God. Remember when I found you in the fucking mall in Indy? Oh my God, Mads. That was so like, I don't know why. Because it's like, obviously, people were like out and about visiting the surrounding area around the convention hall in Indy that year. And like, we were just trying to like grab dinner or something. I can't remember why we were in the mall. I think we were looking at the food court. So like, it shouldn't be that big of a surprise to have run into like groups of like viewers and fans and stuff. But for whatever reason, that meeting, I think it was because it was like, you were the first person I saw, like the first like fan that I like ran into during that trip. That was, yeah, I was like so surprised when that happened. That was great though. We had umbrellas though, thankfully. Yeah, the umbrellas that were in that little area that we met in Central Park in were a lifesaver. Imagine GerbCon at the Bass Pro Shop Pyramid. God damn it. People keep tagging me and DMing me the fucking TikTok of like the girl who's staring at the camera like angry, and it like, I think she's like driving by like the Bass Pro Shop Pyramid, and it has like the little like quote on it of like, I'm still angry knowing that the 7th tallest pyramid in the world is the Bass Pro Shop Pyramid. And like people keep tagging me in that or like DMing it to me. Like, because we've talked about the Bass Pro Shop Pyramid so often here, and I've shared that fact with you guys before, that it is like the 7th tallest pyramid in the world, which is just like, what timeline do we live in? Like, reality is never like, I feel like I'm on the Truman Show every day. The first time we met being me randomly coming up to you in the fucking food court. Yeah. So funny. So hype for GerbCon at Bass Pro Shop. Oh my God. Can you imagine if I ever did a tour and all of my shows were just booked in the parking lots of like Bass Pro Shops. That'd be so funny. Toxic Streamer tries to cook fans in Central Park. Listen, they came knowing exactly how hot it was that day. They knew that was going to happen. How many pyramids are there? I don't know. You'd have to count the ones that have been discovered from old civilizations. Timeline where you can have Thanos, Batman, Naruto, and Rick be in one lobby. That is true. Yeah, Fortnite, I think, is a reflection of reality. Fortnite is one of the greatest games in the world, in my opinion, because you can be Rick from Rick and Morty and get sniped in the head by Ariana Grande. Like, what? What? I think that Fortnite, some people are, oh, Fortnite's so cringe. No, Fortnite is just the most honest version of humanity. If humanity just let go of cringe culture and their inhibitions, we would just be Fortnite. It would be a constant battle royale, and you would see, like, I don't know, fucking Thanos get kicked in the head by, like, Master Chief. Like, that's just humanity, you know? Dream lobby, to be honest. I got sniped by Ninja once. Yeah, the Ninja skins running around there, like a skin based off a real content creator. Like, what the hell, dude? Today's gender, the Bass Pro Shop pyramid. Oh, God, what a gender to be. Gerb Tour, except he just comes to your house to punch you in the stomach, pet your animals, and leaves. Oh, my God. Fortnite is the epitome of the phrase, I'm cringe, but I am free. Absolutely it fucking is, and I love it for that. It doesn't give any damns. It doesn't give any shits. Tall Leaf, hello, hi, welcome to the stream. Currently lurking while playing as Kakashi. What a time to live in. Oh, God, the Naruto skins kill me. I love them. Oh, my gosh. Thank you so much, Gabby. Thank you very, very much for being here. Thank you for all of your wonderful support. I hope that you have a great night. I hope you have a great start to your week, and thank you again for being here. Ninja Laser Beam Thanos, Ariana Grande, and me, Nightmare Blunt Rotation. We all die. What a fever dream we live in. Good news, the guy I've been talking to on the dating app asked for my number. Pyro, that's wonderful. That's a really great step in the right direction. I hope that you two can continue to find things that you have in common and establish like a really great connection of some sort. That's really, really great. That is, yeah, Pog Pyro. Indeed, Pog. My boyfriend keeps bullying me. Well, tell him stop. There you go. Problem solved. I won. Yes, this is something. Okay, so this is something I want to point out. I was literally just talking to Morgan about this last night. See all these messages, guys, in chat that are like, good night to Gabby, good night to, or like Pog Pyro and stuff like that. This is, Morgan and I talk about this all the time because I'll be like, oh man, like viewers are like a little bit lower tonight, but I think it's probably because I started at like fucking 1 a.m. like an idiot. But I'll be like, but everyone there was so nice. Everyone was awesome to each other and supportive of each other. And that's what we've established. That's what we created together. And that's why earlier I was talking about, I'm not the one doing this. You are the ones who naturally like root each other on and support each other and encourage each other and shit. You guys are just naturally those types of people. I love that. I love seeing that. That is just something that is so easy for everyone to do in this community. I just love that a lot. Hey, Chronic, what's up? Good to see you. And Lard Martini, hello as well. After seeing Ethan tonight, I'm even more excited for GerbCon. Oh, God. Serious Fan, thanks for the bits. I appreciate that. Brian goes on tour, but it's just him on stage opening Pokemon cards at the breakneck speed of a confused turtle. So it's just a stream that I charge people way more money for. Gabby, thank you for the bits as well. I had to get my count to 1,000 before I can... Oh, my gosh. That's so much. Thank you so much, Gabby. I really appreciate that. That is a massive amount of support. Super nice of you. Thank you. Hello to everyone joining, by the way. Those of you who have to duck out, I totally get it. It's almost 11 p.m. Eastern on a Sunday, which is, you know, big work night or, like, school night for a lot of people. Boobs? Bye. All right, bye, Jinx. Good luck with dissertation if it's not done yet. I hope that that's going as smoothly as it possibly can. I know that's a limited criteria, but good luck to you. Mean comment here. So mean. Much meaniness here. How dare you? Unbelievable. Listen, just for that, I'm gonna give back all those subs you just gave me. What the hell? I don't want them anymore. Unbelievable. Due on the 25th, currently working on it. 17K words and 51 pages. Holy shit. Good luck to you. You're doing great. Sorry, I had to check stuff for work. Caught the end of that chat. Appreciate, though. I agree. Y'all are incredible beings. Yes! 100%. Like 1,000,000,100%. Please, please, please never downplay the amount of impact that you guys have on this community. All of you set the precedent for new viewers, especially who wander in here and are just looking for a place to hang out and trying to feel out like the vibe of what we do. So many of you do a great job of being really welcoming and explaining things and just being like chill and like just, you know, being yourselves, like just being generous, kind people. Like that's something that's incredible to me. It's so cool to see because, again, not all chats are like this. Not all communities are like this. I lurk so many streamers chats where like people are not this encouraging and are not this supportive. And it's because you guys just do that naturally to each other. It means a lot to me because it makes my job of just like being here and hopefully creating some sort of like entertainment, some sort of content that people want to like be plugged into, or at the very least, like engaging with those of you in chat. It makes it so much easier to do that. We got to be work at 9 a.m. and we haven't even properly gotten out of Chicago because of traffic. Sounds like Chicago. Good luck. I hope you get out very soon. A Snom Pokemon card to the neck. That would be my signature, my special, like, when the cops, like, find, like, yeah, the victims. They're like, oh, whoa, it's the Snom killer again. Tate, what's up? Good to see you here. Welcome to the stream. This is my second stream, and it's very chill and friendly. I'm glad that you think so, seriously. Always a bit nervous because I'm really nervous so often. I just lurk because I'm afraid I'll be cringe. So I'm always surprised when I'm welcomed with open arms after a year of being here. I love the vibes. Hell yeah, Bluebird. I mean, listen, you're watching me. Things cannot get more cringe, all right? You are doing great. You're fine. This is the most wholesome chat, with maybe Morgan's chat also being super sweet and wholesome. Morgan has such, like, mellow, great vibes in her streams. I'm so glad that people enjoy them. I be doing the dishes. Good luck with them. I hope that they go well. The interstate is closed. Oh my god. I'm so sorry, Mads. Good luck. I imagined that it being a weekend show, that getting into and out of Chicago was going to be a nightmare for some people. Probably less going in because, like, you know, it's the weekend. People are leaving the city from work to go out to the burbs or whatever. But man, oh man, I don't feel envious of people who have to deal with Chicago driving. I've only had to do it one time or two times. I think one time. And I didn't like it. It wasn't my favorite. Anyway, I'm not going to lie. I've been not great mentally and very anxious about coming into streams because of how long I was away. But after Ethan's show, I was fully like, fuck it. I miss them so much. So I am, and I'm glad I'm here. Mads, we're so glad that you're here, even though I apparently don't know how to read English still. I'm sorry that you feel that way. I know how it is to, like, have anxiety. It's not quite the same thing, but, like, when I was you know, taking my hiatus from YouTube, part of the reason it kept getting pushed back more and more and more was my anxiety was terrible. I was terrified of how me coming back to YouTube was going to be taken, because I was like, I know it's going to have to be a vlog so I can explain to people who have been away for a while why I've been away for a while, and I hope it makes sense because, like, so many people, you know, used to go to the YouTube channel like day after day after day to, like, watch my content, and I just, like, up and was like, I gotta go because I'm overwhelmed. Peace. And I was so afraid I was just going to let everyone down, so I just never did anything. I never made the video. I never made that vlog, and it's why it took like 8 months or whatever until I put up a video again. And people were so incredible on it, and then I put up the joke birthday video just parroting Ethan's, and people were wonderful on that as well. So I get that sort of, like, build up. It's a very, very big build up of just, you know, expectations that a lot of the times we just invent in our own head and then blow out of proportion. Know that you always got a place here, and that goes for anyone. It doesn't matter how long you've been away. You can always wander back. The door is always going to be open, and we're always going to embrace you with open arms. It's time to pass out time, especially since I have to wake up super early again in case of continuing car. Oh my gosh, Corey, I'm sorry that you're dealing with car trouble. It's some of the most frustrating shit. I really hope that it gets sorted in a quick, smooth way. We really appreciate having you here. Have a wonderful night. Have a great start to your week. I hope that besides the car trouble, things are going really well for you. It's a me thing, not this community at all, but yeah, anxiety's a bitch. I feel bad about how long it's taken me to get over that and interact with y'all again. Yeah, again, very similar to like how I was feeling about like coming back to YouTube. It wasn't like anyone in the community had said anything that made me be like, oh man, people are gonna like hate me and people are gonna like not understand why I went away, or they're gonna think they're like invalid reasons that I like left. It wasn't anything like that. No one had put any additional expectations on me. It's just that's the way anxiety builds in you. It's like a pressure cooker, and it really sucks. So I'm really happy to hear that you were able to mentally overcome that hump and get to a place where you felt comfortable saying hello again, because it is always so lovely to see you. I met some people from this community tonight. It was a short encounter, but I'm really happy I got to. I love you all so much. You're always so kind. I'm so okay, so Lard Martini, you just like brought up something that is legitimately my favorite fucking part about having a community. Like I love that people like what I create. It is one of my favorite things that like people will look at something that took me like hours to create, and they'll like celebrate that with me, and they'll like encourage more of it or whatever. Like I love that. I love being able to stream and make YouTube videos and social media posts and whatever that people like engage with. But the number one thing that melts my fucking heart, and like people who've been around here for a while can attest to this, because I've legitimately like cried about it on stream, is like when people from this community meet up with each other and are like, I know you from like Brian's community. Like, I fucking love that. That makes me so happy, because so many of you have become friends. So many of you have like, you know, will have like shared in-jokes together because of this community. So many of you will make more experiences and memories together. Like, I fucking love that. Makes me so happy. That is like my favorite fucking thing in the whole world. I love that. Like back when Mark was doing his tour and when Sean was doing his tour and stuff like that, members of this community met up at those, and they were sending me like pictures on social media, and like I don't know. Everyone's so awesome to each other. Like when you guys notice each other in the wild, it is always just, it's incredible. It makes me super, super happy. Brian, cry never. Oh, true. Yeah, that's true. I've never, ever cried, ever. I love the face cam, by the way. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. This is our super special Ultra HD 8K face cam. It's got a lot of D's. Nuts. Wait, why did I say D? I said 8K, and then my brain just went, all right, chat's going to turn this into a D's nuts joke, and I preemptively did it when it didn't make sense. I think I'm actually having a stroke. I'm having a brain aneurysm every day. Except it's just me existing. What the fuck, dude? I think I read something in chat because like ADHD brain just made me look at another message while I was trying to reply to the other one, and I just force inserted like a letter that didn't exist in the original thing I was answering. Like, what the fuck? Digging the new hairstyle, dude. Tate, I thought this was an extreme change because you guys all know me for my really long hair, and, you know, right now, as you can see on camera, I don't have any. I thought that was going to be, like, really extreme, and the community was going to really, you know, not take well to it, but you guys have been really supportive. Thank you very much for that. That's really nice of you. Legitimately. Every time I go to large shopping malls in the area, I always wear my merch to try and signal my nerdiness to another potential community member. I mean, listen, that is one of my favorite things. I've had that happen not with our community, but other ones. But I think it was like the day after, or like 2 days after Unis Honest ended last year. And I was wearing my Unis Honest hoodie while Morgan and I were like randomly grabbing something in Big Lots. I can't even remember why we were in there. I think maybe I was like looking for Pokemon cards. I don't even remember. But we were like in Big Lots, and there was a kid who was he was like shopping with his mom. He was probably like 18 or something like that. Maybe even younger. But he came over and he was like, "Hey, I like your hoodie." And I like turned around and I looked at him, and he was also wearing an Unisana hoodie, except he was wearing the white one, and I was wearing the black one. And I was like, hey, yeah, cool hoodie. That's awesome. And then, what happened? I think this is the same thing. I think this was the same event. I'm pretty sure, like, he tweeted to me when he, like, realized who I was, like, later in the day. Or maybe that was a different person I ran into in Rochester. I don't know. I've weirdly enough, like, run into so many of you guys in Rochester from the area.
Hope you're all doing good tonight.
Yo, Randy, thank you for the 33 months. That's so nice. Thank you so much. That's really cool of you. Thank you. Big, long-term subs here. I saw an Unisana hoodie while I was working one time. It was so cool. I was wearing my Unisana hoodie in Target once, and a group of, like, 15-year-old boys walked by and were like, haha, that dude's hoodie says anus on it. And I was like, all right, whatever. You wouldn't get it. I didn't say anything to them, actually. I was just like, all right, whatever. Way to make the joke we've all been making since the inception of that channel. I've had that happen while I was wearing my Unisana merch. There was someone else wearing their end hoodie. It was such a cool interaction. I mean, when you think about it, Unisana was a first-time, one-of-a-kind event that captured the attention of a huge part of the internet for a very long time. So it's not unheard of to, like, run into people, even if they're not specifically into Mark or Ethan. It is still possible to run into, like, a lot of, like, Unisana fans out there, which I think is so cool. Because, like, I even have people, like, in my real life who will be like, oh, yeah, I know nothing about it, but I saw that Unisana thing or whatever. And I'm like, oh, cool. Even though they weren't, like, hardcore into it, they just casually sort of, like, knew it existed, which is cool enough. Before I forget, are you by any chance trying to go to the Twice concert in NYC because I may be there? I wish, but I am not currently going to any K-pop shows. But I don't know. I would love to go to that one just because I love Twice so much. But I am not currently. Not with Unisana, but while wearing Cloak merch in a pharmacy, I've made friends with the teenagers that work in the store. Cool. Yeah. I mean, Cloak's another big one that has a lot of more mainstream appeal because it's not specifically merch per se. It's just something that's like a clothing brand that happens to be attached to some content creators. Oh my god, my friend was like, Cole, why does your hoodie say anus? Then me and my friend, who also liked Unisana, had to explain it to her. Also, I've seen like 4 people in my school with Unisana merch. It's so cool. Yeah, that's a really cool way to like make friends, honestly. Like, I legitimately have met so many fans of things I like. Not met them, but just like had, that moment you see each other across the room and you both like nod your heads at each other. Morgan and I were at a park having a picnic together, and I was wearing I wasn't wearing anything. What am I talking? Well, I was wearing clothes. I wasn't naked in the park. That's bad manners. Let me start this over. I sound fucking insane. Hello once. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Oh my fucking god. All right. I was just wearing regular non-branded, non-merch clothes. We were having a picnic in the park. I think this was like last year. But a person walked by with a Who Killed Markiplier shirt on. And we like looked at them and they looked at us and they were staring at us like they might have known who we were. But they just like, walked by and we kind of like nodded at them and that was like it. God, yeah. I'm not fucking naked don't. I don't go to the park and get naked, and I don't go to the park naked preemptively either. I misspoke because I don't have a working brain. I literally just mistook. I replaced the letter K with the letter D. All right? Like, we're clearly having executive function issues tonight. Anyway. But that kind of shit happens around the city every now and then, and it's really kind of neat. Because, like, Rochester isn't a huge city, but it's, like, a medium-sized city. So, like, I don't see the same people every single day. Like, when we go out shopping, I do not recognize 99.9% of the people out and about because, like, there's just enough people milling around that I, see new people every day. But it is interesting the number of times that I've run into fans from our community when I'm like out shopping or like at the park or whatever. Like it's really cool. It's really awesome. So for those of you from the area, the Western New York State area, again, I'm from Rochester, New York. For those of you who don't know, if you see me out and about and you want to say hi, please do so. And also, if you see someone who looks like me, it probably is me. If you're from this area. I had someone, I've shared this a couple times. Yamanaka, hello, by the way. Nice to see you here. I've shared this story a couple of times before, but like I was in a lobby. This was years back, very pre-pandemic. But I was in the lobby of an Olive Garden with some friends, and there was a girl who was just staring at me. And I was like, did I do something wrong? Did I say something that she didn't like? Am I like wearing something weird? Do I have shit on my face? Like, what's the deal here? Like, why... like, why the fuck is this person staring at me? And then, am I naked in the lobby of the Olive Garden? Because apparently that's an issue that I just brought up. But I went home just like kind of thinking about it. Like, we had dinner with our friends, and then like I left the Olive Garden, and this was the city. Mind you, this is the city over. This was not in Rochester. This is in the one of the cities that neighbors Rochester called Syracuse. It was back when I had my Snapchat was open DMs. And someone had sent me a DM that was like, hey, by any chance were you at Olive Garden in Syracuse? And I was like, yeah, I was. Why? And I already knowing, like, the gears were already turning, where it's like, I think this is probably the girl who was just fucking staring at me. She was like, I saw you there, and I didn't think it was you, so I didn't say hi. And I was like, wow, that's wild. Brian has a Snapchat. Yeah, I don't really use it. Ethan and I will DM each other on it, and that's pretty much it. That's the only reason I have it still. I don't actually use it very often. I used to do day of the week, though, where I'd put the camera really close to my face and just have a little labeled banner that had whatever day of the week it was. I was just like an ongoing Snapchat calendar. That was the only reason I used it. But yeah, again, if you see me out in public, like, please feel free to say hello. I'm not intimidated by that kind of thing, and I am clearly not an intimidating person. I'm a fucking idiot, like, as you can tell. I just vibe out. I'm willing to say hello. I'm willing to take a picture. I'm willing to, like, sit there and chat for, like, a couple minutes. So, yeah, it's one of those things where just say hello. Say hello. Brian was the OG Noodles of the Pug. Yeah, that's... Okay, fun trivia for those of you who don't know. Noodles of the Pug, the Bones or No Bones Day Pug, is from Rochester originally. Is from the Rochester area originally. So... pretty awesome. Big celebrity coming out of Rochester, New York. It's pretty neat. But yeah, please feel free to say hi. I've had cashiers who are checking me out at like stores. I was at Five Below once, and a cashier kid said hello. There's a worker at a nearby Walmart that says hi to me sometimes. There's a couple other stores in the area where workers will say hello to me, who know who I am. Just feel free to say hello. That's fine. I mean, I'm just a person, just like you. Be prepared for it if you see me at the NYC show then. Yeah, I mean, obviously, like, during the show, please, be respectful. Not that I think that any of you would be disrespectful with that kind of thing. But if you see me, like, wandering around outside the venue or whatever, feel free to say hello, or even inside the venue while we're all waiting to get to our seats. Feel free to say hi. My good news, my favorite comedian, Uncle Roger, will do a comedy tour in my city next April, so I will go watch a show then. Yo, Yamanaka, that sounds so fun. I hope you have a blast with that. That's really cool. Those breadsticks can just get to you sometimes. I would strip for breadsticks. What the fuck? Olive Garden breadsticks. I'm literally nutting right now. Oh my god, it's No Nut November, Slap the Frog. What the hell's wrong with you? You're breaking a sacred oath that we all signed into law. I mean, you're absolutely right. The breadsticks at Olive Garden slap hard. They are great. They're not worth getting naked for, though. Please don't be naked in Olive Garden. If you guys have to take one message away from tonight's stream, do not get naked in Olive Garden. I beg of you. If I ever meet any of you at my place of employment, it had better be to meet a new family member. Breathes heavily in hospital worker. Oh my gosh, yeah. Yeah, because otherwise it's like the worst of circumstances. I get it. I would sell a kidney for Olive Garden breadsticks. Don't do that. Just get, I don't, order someone fucking like Postmates. I don't know. Don't give away body parts. You can get so much more on the black market for those anyway. It's okay to be naked in a park. Okay, cool. I never said that. See, this is what I'm talking about. Non sequiturs, chat. This is an important subject to talk about. Very important subject. Just don't be naked anywhere except like maybe your own home. Okay, that's it. That's the advice. I recently hit the back half of my 30s. I'm old, I'm wise, I know what I'm talking about. Wear clothes in public. How's that? Wear clothes in public. That's a very good one. What about tonsils, though? They come out sometimes, and the breadsticks are good. Are you insinuating that somewhere out there someone wants more tonsils, and as payment they would give you Olive Garden breadsticks? I just want to make sure that I have the logistics of this correct before we dive into that caveat. So what you're saying is sell your kidneys on the black market. No! Terrible idea. Don't do that, because then they'll just... Good God. Streamer naked in Olive Garden, not clickbait. Oh my God. Yes? Why not? No. I mean, here's the thing. Okay, if you need... I'm not encouraging this, by the way. I'm just setting this aside as a potential route you can take in your own choose your own adventure, chat. Because clearly all of you think you're the main character, so here we go. If you are at the doctor and they go, oh my gosh, your tonsils are so swollen and we gotta take these out right now. And you schedule your tonsillectomy to get your tonsils removed. In that moment before you have your tonsils taken out, if you look up at the doctor, they're getting the anesthesia ready, and you go, hey doc, if I give you these tonsils, if you take these out, you owe me Olive Garden breadsticks. Can you pay me Olive Garden breadsticks for these? Sure, go do the thing you want to do. Go do that then. Otherwise, I don't think there's like a lot of people out there who are going to want to buy tonsils. I feel like they're pretty useless for the most part, right? Like, that's the reason they're removed. It's like the appendix. They don't, like, have a true purpose anymore, right? Teddy, hello, hi, welcome to the whatever the fuck this stream is. Someone will? Will they? I mean, okay. Anyone? Okay, no, never mind. I was literally just gonna commit the cardinal streamer sin of being like, hey, anyone in chat? Would you buy tonsils? And knowing now, like, as I thought that thought, full well, the chat would be like, yeah, of course. Of course I would. Of course, I know the way that fucking chat is. I know that you, that's like the cardinal stream. If you're a streamer, that is the one thing you don't ask your chat. Because they will always find the most chaotic option and go with that. And it's terrible. Update, we have found the interstate. We have survived the south side of Chicago and not knowing where we were, although we almost hit a raccoon just now. Feral raccoon, you better watch your back because Mads almost ran over you. Mads, I'm glad that you're getting some progress on the road here. I'm so sorry you got trapped in all that, though. Tonsils do serve a purpose, but it's not like a purpose like blood or your brain. Okay, well, I mean, yeah, that's theoretically like the appendix did at one point as well. But a lot of people just get their tonsils removed and it has almost no effect on them, right? Gonna be lurking, except like improvements. Gonna be lurking because I'm binging the new season of Big Mouth, but have fun with whatever I just walked in on. We'll attempt to have fun with it, Teddy. Thank you so much for lurking here, dropping the lurk. I hope that you enjoy the new season of Big Mouth. I think I saw like half of the first season of that show, and then I got distracted by something else and no longer watched it. Selling tonsils for Olive Garden breadsticks. Well, no, no one's actually doing that. No one is actually doing that, okay? So, I saw Lav and Shira. They were so pretty. I hope you told them that then. That's wonderful. I'm glad that, again, I was just talking about this a moment ago. I'm really glad that people got to meet up with each other and members of this community got to say hello. Speaking of, Shira, hello. Hi. Way to get fucking suspended on Twitter again. I gave you a shout out on my alt, and then It's wild because you had written back to that post, and I saw the pop-up notification show up on my phone that you had written back, and I was live streaming, and then by the time I had stopped streaming, your account was gone again. And I was so fucking sad. Stop getting suspended. Stop being the most violent person on Twitter. Okay? Twitter hates me, apparently. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope that you're having fun, though. Say hello to everyone you're with. They're all wonderful. Lemma Bean, 15 freaking months. Thank you so very much, Lemma Bean. That's so nice of you. Using Prime. I know you guys only get one of those a month, so thank you for being generous enough to drop that here. Hope you're having a great start to your week here. Again, the end of the weekend is right now. I hope you guys are able to take some good energy from this community, from this chat, from whatever we're doing here on stream, and you're able to tackle whatever you have to do for the upcoming week. We're hopefully sending you off with that. All of you are great. I also saw them. I was a little embarrassed because now they know what I look like. I mean, there's nothing... Yeah, so we are a community that doesn't judge each other by our physical attributes, all right? So don't... I know it's very easy or valid in being self-conscious about how you look, but I will let you know that the people in this community don't judge each other that way. That's just your brain, the worst parts of your brain telling you the worst possible anxiety-ridden things. They're not true. So I guarantee you, just knowing Shira as long as I have, that they did not think that like anything negative of you when they saw you. All right? I promise you that. Because if they did, and that was something that was like a very obvious part of their personality, they never would have become a mod here. We would have kicked them out so much longer ago than we did, you know? We never kicked out Shira. Shira's wonderful. I appreciate Shira so fucking much. I know I just arrived, but I'm going to sign off. Yo, all good. I'm so sorry to hear that you're not in the right headspace, but it happens. You know, we all get overwhelmed by things. Take care, Randy. Take care of yourself. I'm glad that you're looking out for yourself and your own energies and whatnot. Pyro, you take care as well. Thank you so much for dropping by. Crying inside right now. My puppy is trying to bite my face off. Does anyone have tips for dealing with a puppy that bites literally everything? I don't know if you have any of those like teething bones or things like that, but I know that a lot of those types of toys and treats like the like rawhide strips and the teething bones and things like that are really helpful for young dogs. My best friend has had a number of dogs throughout his life, and those have definitely helped with those types of things a lot. So maybe try to distract your puppy with those. So, yeah. I was about to ask you, kicked off Shira since when? I didn't know that. I am Mr. Twitter himself, CEO of Twitter, and I refuse to allow Shira to have an account. No, I mean, I am someone who 100% vouches for my mods. Please, please, please know that I support the work that they do for our community. I support who they are as people. They are people who have repeatedly proven over and over again just how reliable, how kind, how generous, how just like encouraging they are to this community. Time for bed. If any of you show up as patients on my floor tomorrow, I'm squirting you in the crotch with a saline syringe. Oh my gosh, what a threat. Dichotomy, thank you again for all of your generosity. Like, holy shit. I really appreciate all the bits, all of the subs, but most of all, I really do appreciate your time. I know you're a very busy person. I really hope that you have a great start to your week here. We really appreciate you a lot. Get some great rest. Brian, is you own Twitter, can you... Oh, if you own Twitter, I'm assuming. If you own Twitter, can you fix it then? No. Twitter is broken beyond all words, and at this point, I am just pretending that it could ever be salvageable. But Twitter is a absolutely broken hell site. Just a cesspool of just horrible ideas and energy. So it's probably just going to stay the way that it is, if I'm going to be honest here. So, yeah. Brian, your voice is about to warm me in this Chicago cold as I venture to get cookies. Oh my gosh. Good luck on the cookie quest. Oh my god, that would be a cool... I just had an ADHD moment, sorry. I like dissociated for like half a second and thought about something that has nothing to do with this this stream at all. All right, I'm tucking that back into the checklist for later in the night. If your name on Twitter doesn't become Gertweetly, I don't change my name anymore because I feel like part of the reason I haven't been verified yet on Twitter is I sometimes change my username, and I don't, not the actual @ but the like display name, and I just don't want to fuck with it because I've been denied verification like twice now, and it's starting to hurt my self-esteem, you know? And it's not really, but it's one of those things where I'm like, I got to be extra careful and play by their rules until I get verified, and then I'll fuck it up. But I've been denied twice now. I'm sad. Verify him, cowards, right? That's what I say. We obviously needed a nude hell site after Tumblr started going out of fashion. Yeah, there are like segments, like not all of Tumblr is bad and not all of Twitter is bad, but there are definitely segments of Twitter that feel exactly like the shittiest parts of Tumblr used to. And I can't fucking stand that energy. I stay out of those corners as much as I can. I just do not engage with that kind of shit when I can help it. I blocked, like today, between yesterday and today, I think I blocked like 400 accounts while I was just like eating food, and I've been using the air fryer a lot, so I've been cooking a lot more, which has been kind of neat. For those of you who don't know, Morgan got me an air fryer for my birthday this year, which was a fucking awesome gift because I've wanted one for so long now, for literally years now. But one of the things that I do when I'm just like drinking my caffeine in the morning and eating a little bit of something is I scroll Twitter, and I normally don't post my own stuff. I just go and I preemptively like block a bunch of people I'd never want in this fucking community. And that's how I spend some of my mornings. And then I don't look at those people ever again, because it's so much easier to just block and move on. That's why those tools are there. So yeah, but yeah, the air fryer is awesome. Air fry, yeah, exactly, Chameleon. They're great. Have you air fried any baby? Shut. We're not playing House Flipper. You can't ask that question, okay? The context is so important. Blocking's the best. Yeah, you have those tools for a reason. I know it brings on anxiety for a lot of people out there. I totally understand why. We all have our own ways of protecting our own energy and navigating the internet, especially because some people are like, whatever, it's the fucking internet. Who cares? But I have that mentality, but in the opposite direction, where I'm like, it's like, I don't care if this person gets mad that I block them on social media. It's my fucking feed. It's my space. So, and it's the internet. So if they're going to cry about it, then fuck them. I don't give a shit. This is my feed. I'm going to do whatever I want with like who's in my replies. So I block pretty liberally. I think I have like 4,000 accounts blocked on my main Twitter account. So yeah. Wish I could block people IRL. I mean, you can, but I think you like go to jail for like punching people in the throat normally. So, yeah. Sometimes I like not blocking people because I'll just close the app if I'm upset. Yeah, some people just do that. I'm someone who's like, all right, you are someone who did not make any sort of significant impact on my day or my life or my happiness, but you're just so fucking annoying that you now are in Twitter jail. And I don't care because I don't ever want to see you in my replies again. I do that pretty regularly. And that's the way, because I won't see them ever again then, which is great. They basically die to me, which feels great. I don't get replies because I don't tweet much. Oh, that's fair too. Here's something. That's kind of related to a really interesting conversation I was having with Morgan the other day of like, some people just use Twitter for fun, right? Some people like jump on Twitter and they're like, oh, here's a picture of my cute cat. And, just go about their day and they don't like care how many likes or like replies they get or anything. And I always have to like remind myself that my social media experience where like I post something and there is always like a high chance that someone's going to write something I don't like on the post. That is not everyone's experience on social media. And that's not meant to be like a fucking humble brag or a flex or anything like that. It's just part of being a public figure on social media is anytime you put anything out there, there's always going to be those people who are looking to tear you down, or always going to be those people with contradictory statements that they like just have to get out in that moment, or people who sort of like aren't quite perceiving what you were trying to say and misconstrue things and then, you know, say something kind of crappy. And there's a lot of like, I mean, I've been making content for, on like YouTube for like almost 9 years now or something like that. Like 8.5 years, 9 years. Yeah, almost 9 years, like 8.5 years now. And honestly, it's like become so normal to have that sort of like crosshair on the things that I create, where people are always going to be kind of nasty. My way of protecting my own happiness, my own mental state, my own energy, whatever you want to call it, is just to straight up fucking block people if they're being dickheads. I don't want that. Like, if I tweet, like, hey, Black Lives Matter, and someone's like, no, MAGA, and I'm like, yeah, okay, like, clearly you're only here to fight. I hope that you enjoy being lonely the rest of your life, because I guarantee no one likes your energy in real life either. Block, you're done, bye. I don't want you ever in my fucking replies again. It's very easy for me to do that. That's like always my go-to. But I always forget that there are some people who are just like, yeah, I just use Twitter like once a month. I don't really give a shit about it. And like, they don't care about replies or whatever. So it is what it is. You know, we all have our own way of doing things. So people that need to eat some grass. Wait, eat some grass? Oh, you meant touch. Why did I say eat? I don't know why you said eat, Steelers fan, but that's hilarious. They should eat grass. I hope it gives them gastrointestinal issues. Fuck them. I have 3 accounts. One is public, one is private, with a massive block list for days. I don't want to deal with bullshit. And one is a private account to share silly clips from my Switch with my friends. Yeah, I'm of the very same mentality, Evie. Like, I have the alt account to just fire off spam. I don't give a shit how many people engage with it. It just is what it is. Those of you who do, thank you so much. But it's one of those places where that's just my stream of consciousness shit. I have the main account, which, if I'm like, I want to share this with like the main group of people who follow me, or if I'm like, this has to do with like my work, where it's like a new event that I'm going to be a part of, or a YouTube video or whatever. Like that's where I put it on main. But yeah, I'm with the same idea of, I just don't have time to deal with bullshit. Like, not to sound like an asshole, but my time truly is more valuable. Like, if I want to get into a fight with someone on Twitter and then waste like 15 minutes like arguing to them that they're wrong, knowing full well that it's not going to actually change their mind, and it's more about making me feel better about just like calling them out, I will just call them a fucking fuckface and then block them. Because I'll go, okay, cool, I got my last jab in there, and now I get to back away and not waste any more of my time because I have to write back to the sponsor or something. Like, that's the way that I do it. That's the way I prioritize my time. Like, I just don't have time for people who are there only to bring down other people, or only to be like a shitty person online or whatever. It is very easy for me to avoid that kind of energy, because I know their life is so much more miserable, and that's why they're out there trying to be a dickhead. And once you sort of realize that, I do think that it makes it a lot easier to like walk away from those situations and just protect your own space and know your own worth a little bit more. Set those boundaries. I knew you as a person on Twitter before I found you here or YouTube. God, I'm so sorry. I'm really sorry. Because holy shit, I tweet some unhinged shit every now and then. Oh my God, I'm on a different level over there. I think eating grass is great. Cows eat grass. They're fucking cool. So if I eat grass, I therefore am also cool. Again, only so I don't get banned by Twitch's TOS. PSA, please don't actually eat grass. I think that the human body is capable of processing some of it, but mainly we're not designed to, so it does cause some gastrointestinal issues. Just be careful. I only have to say this because I don't want to, I don't want to, have people do these horrible things to themselves. I know that, like, the eating candle thing is, like, our thing. It's, like, a funny memory and a moment in the community that a lot of people remember. But, like, we can't be known as the fucking terrible community that's, like, a bunch of locusts or a bunch of fucking goats that are like, oh, metal can, I'll chomp on that. Jesus. Really bad about letting myself use Twitter in ways that are kind of damaging to me because, or mentally, but the account I'm on the most often is currently deactivated, and I'm not going to lie, it's been kind of nice. Yeah, I take social media breaks every now and then. Granted, they're normally just for a few hours versus like a few days or anything, but like there are times where I'll be like, I'm going to jump onto Twitter and put out this one tweet on my main account and then close the app and not open it again until tomorrow. I do that all the time. I think that's really healthy to do, is just take a step away from it every now and then. And I know that, like, FOMO is a big part of anxiety. Like, we're like, but what if we miss the big thing that happens? I promise you, you'll be able to catch up on it whenever you log on again. If you're not in the right headspace for it, though, it's not going to be enjoyable anyway. So that's the way that I try to point it out to people is like, it's okay to take a step away from it. You could catch up if it really means that much to you, like down the line. So, yeah. Hey, Chicago, why is there a giant Tin Man out here? Wait, what? Is there? What the hell? I know about the big metal bean or whatever the hell, but like, what the fuck? Also, I wanted to say hi real quick to Stoned. I think I saw you earlier in the chat. I'm so sorry I didn't say hi to you yet, Stoned. It's always so nice to have you here. Take care. Get a good rest. Thank you so much for hanging out with us for a little bit. Good luck on the paperwork. Seriously, thank you so much for dropping by the stream. And Tito, hello, hi, welcome to the stream as well, if I haven't said hello to you. So, yeah. Hearing about FOMO all of a sudden has made me afraid I missed something. So you missed the rest of the message, which is FOMO is a ridiculous thing. It's valid that you get worried about missing things, but the reality of it that we all know deep down, which, you know, I'm so sorry if this challenges everyone's worldview, but if you have FOMO over something, especially something that happens on social media, it's not like social media deletes those things. Like, you will be able to go back and, like, catch up on that shit. If you need to protect your own mental energy, take a break, vibe offline for a little bit, it's okay. I promise you, it will be there the next day or whenever you can log on again and muster up that sort of strength to handle that stuff and process it all. And you'll most likely be in a much better mindset to enjoy it versus being like, I have to be a part of this right now when I'm already, like, unstable and feeling, like, sad. You're not going to get your full enjoyment out of whatever's taking place. You're just going to feel more overwhelmed, I promise you. Sometimes, sure, being a part of what's going on in the mix of things, like live on social media, can, like, bring you happiness, make you feel like you're a part of something, maybe take your mind off of, like, the bad vibes that you're experiencing and, like, help you, like, distract yourself or knock yourself out of, like, a shitty mindset. But it's, I promise you, taking care of yourself is way more important. 99.9% of the time, whatever's going on social media is some, like, weird, misconstrued, exaggerated, shitty thing that's going on, or even if it's a positive thing, you know, you're not going to really be able to keep up in that moment anyway. It's much better to, like, process it afterwards and pick and choose, like, the things, like that, like, it is so much better for you to be like, okay, fuck, like, I know Ethan's show was tonight, but, like, there's, like, 4,000 tweets I gotta filter through, and it's, like, it's making my anxiety worse. Take a fucking deep breath, take a fucking step back, put down the phone or close your browser window for a second, take a couple, you know, moments to yourself, and go, that shit's gonna be there tomorrow. Log on tomorrow, read through, like, the trending tweets that, like, you want to see that, like, sum up what happened or what you were looking for, and go, whoa, cool, that was way less overwhelming. That was, like, the consolidated, like, good version of whatever it was that I wanted. Also, Morgan, thank you so much for the resub. I love you so much. I really, really do. If you guys don't know my amazing partner, Morgan, Morgan is a streamer as well. You need to go follow her on, I know we were just getting done with talking about how social media isn't real life, but it's still nice when she gets more followers and supporters. I'm always going to be very much her number one cheerleader, excited for her to grow her own communities and establish her own vibes and everything like that online. So please go follow her on all the social media. She's on Twitter, she's on Instagram, she's on Twitch, she's a streamer as well. She's a YouTuber as well. She's getting kind of big on TikTok. It's really cool. She helped me make last night's TikTok, if you guys saw that. And if you saw the cosplay that I did, well, not even cosplay, it was just girls' night. We were just dressing up and doing makeup for fun. Morgan, again, was not having the best night last night, so I wanted to hang out with her, and we got to do that together, which was, like, a really good time. But, yeah, if you guys saw me in my little outfit, all the makeup credit goes to Morgan. And she helped me with that TikTok as well, so she's fantastic. Please go support the hell out of her. I love her so much. Social media doesn't matter unless it's Morgan's. Then it matters very much that you follow her. Yes, exactly, Cole. I like that. I like that one a lot. Needed to hear that. Today someone called me some choice words and told me to do something that would be fatal. I'm so sorry you dealt with that. That is awful, and no one should ever be told those types of things. Made a reasonable comeback when they made fun of me in a comment. They got really heated out of nowhere, and I've been upset about it all day. I'm so sorry. I hope that you're able to, like, block them or unfollow or whatever, so that you don't have to cross paths with them again. If it's something that you don't feel is salvageable, again, protect yourself. It's one of those things. Like I've fucking unfollowed family members on social media because I think that they're shitty people. Like extended family is like crap. Like I have so many people I don't like who are like related to me. It's okay to protect your energy, and if they fucking hold that against you for all of time or whatever, or if it's like an old friend from like your past or whatever, that's not really their fucking call to make about like what your comfort level is. Like fuck them, whatever. I don't know. That's just the way that I establish boundaries. And that's okay. That is okay to do that. Obviously, you don't want to be cutting off everyone left and right, but like when you assess a situation and it's mainly negative for you and it's not healthy for you, why did they get to feel healthy in that situation? Or even if both of you feel unhealthy, why would you want to be in something that does make you feel unhealthy? Is I guess the question. So I hope that you're able to cut them off if that's something that has been bothering you. I'm so sorry that you're dealing with that, though. Feral Raccoon, get some good rest. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you a ton. Thank you so much for your support. You're great. There's people I either unfollowed or straight up unfriended for my own mental health. If there's something of theirs they post that I want to see, my mom will show me on her own account. Yeah, that's a good workaround on it as well. I know some people will do that and they'll be like, oh, well, I have like a second account, or like I don't log into the site so I can like see their posts or whatever, or I have like a friend spy on them. And obviously that's like, you know, sometimes getting a little bit too involved because you haven't truly removed yourself from that toxic environment. But doing something like that where it's like, oh, mom knows that it's something I have to see, then I think that's a really healthy way to distance yourself from that chronic. Thank you. Sorry, I'm like choking on my spit for some reason because my body, again, I'm getting old and my body's breaking down and forgetting basic functions. So I've had to block family on multiple social media sites. Yeah, I mean, it happens sometimes, and it's a bummer. Also, I want to say quick, I did see Ariel. Thank you so much for joining us here tonight. And Silver, so nice to see you as well. Thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate that a lot. Mom's usually the one showing me because she found it and thought I'd like to see it. Ah, there we go. Hap boomer. I'm aware I'm a boomer. I'm aware. The only social medias I use these days are Fanhouse because it's so chill. I fucking love Fanhouse. It's so chill. It really is like if you removed all the toxicity from Twitter. It's so chill. Discord and Reddit, which I really only use for the NoFAC subreddit to share items and such with other people in Animal Crossing. It's been wonderful. That sounds like such a lovely subreddit. I love the idea of that. Creepy person, hey, what's up? It's nice to see you. I hope you're having a great time zone as well. Sending good vibes at Lard Martini. Your feelings about what happened are valid. I hope you no longer have to interact with that asshole. Yes. This is why I don't even use Facebook at all. And if there's important family matters, my cousins text me or my mom shows me. Yeah, I'm at that point too. I haven't fucking even logged on. Like, I log on to Facebook on my birthday every year. That's pretty much it. I go on to Facebook. I like the posts that my mom puts up, that Morgan's mom puts up. And that's pretty much it. I don't know what goes on Facebook. I'm connected to like a bunch of people that I vaguely knew in like fucking high school on there or like college that I don't even talk to anymore. It's a place that's like a graveyard for me. I don't use Facebook ever. I think it's dog shit. And honestly, like last year during like Black Lives Matter, like I went on it and I saw like a bunch of like nasty, shitty things that people were saying that were counter to the movement, and I just unfriended those people. And I think that was literally the last time I used it. So yeah, it's not my favorite place to be. I understand why people like it sometimes because you can tailor your feed so much and you can only stay connected to people that you like know in real life and things like that. It's like a very intimate feeling sometimes, but it's just not for me. It's like there's a lot of people that I just don't have any big connection to anymore, so I don't use that website. I don't even think I have Facebook installed on my phone anymore, honestly. Yeah, that's fair. And those of you who like it for the reasons I just listed off, that's nothing to feel ashamed of either. We have, again, our own approaches to how we interact with the world. And again, at the end of the day, social media is genuinely and generally not real life. It's an exaggeration of real life. It's a tailored feed or streamline of what's actually happening in the world, but it is normally not the way that like 99% of the rest of the population thinks or acts, because I guarantee you most people who are like not plugged into internet culture do not care that there was like a pretzel shaped like an Among Us imposter. They do not even know that fucking happened. They were off like making money at their job or like going to see their friend, like a movie with their friend. They're not plugged in the way that some of us are. And we have to remind ourselves not to be like chronically online sometimes, I think. I think that's a really healthy thing. Again, like I said, to take those deep breaths, take those steps back and remove ourselves from like what we think is the actual world, so that we're like aware that there are some people who just vibe. They don't care what's going on, you know? And I think that's a good reminder. Gabby, thank you so much for 20 more bits. Yeah, I did say that right the first time. I for some reason I was like 20 more bits, that's $20. It's not. Thank you very much for the 20 more bits. This is my welcome back gift because why not? Well, that's really nice of you. Thank you so, so much. Facebook would be better if they didn't sell people's data and also, didn't allow bigoted shit. Well, I'll agree with you on the last part, Cole, but here's the thing. I always get a little bit weird when people are like, Facebook sells so much of our data. I hate to tell you this. You're using a website right now that also sells your data. If you're on Twitter, you're using a website that's also selling your data. If you're using Verizon or AT&T for your cell service right now, those companies are also selling your data. When you check out at Target and use your Target wallet, Target has sold your data. Yeah, Google sells data. That's a great point, Bree. Yeah, Google, which we all use to fucking look up stuff, unless you're using like DuckDuckGo, pretty much everything sells your data at this point. So at this point, I find that argument sort of like moot, because we're in an internet age where as unethical and shitty as all that is, and I'm willing to acknowledge that part of it, it's a reality that we live in. We unfortunately cannot really do much about it unless we like vote in the proper people to fight the legislature. But like, trust me, just as someone who worked in internet marketing, like, yeah, sure. I agree with you again, Cole, that the way Facebook did it was a lot more unethical and publicly shitty. But there are, again, as someone who's worked directly with a lot of the pretty involved reps at these companies back when I owned my own internet marketing firm, Facebook is not alone in that category by a long shot. Some of people's like favorite companies out there do some things behind the scenes that are incredibly fucking shady. And a lot of times that's why we wouldn't get a client, is we would just straight up tell them we don't want to advertise in that way on on that platform. We don't want to do that thing, client, that you're asking us to do on Twitter because it's really fucking scummy and takes advantage of people's data or whatever. Like, it's just, yeah. Yeah, that's the way that it be. So the internet is a sad and scary place. It can be, but then you have communities like this, which I hope are not sad or scary to people. I hope that they're mainly just chill and fun and allow you to sort of take your mind off of the greater, more inevitable evils of humanity. I'd like to think that we're in a spot where we just, vibe out together and have like a good time. Just assume everyone's collecting and selling your shit. Yeah, and at the end of the day, like, it sucks, but a lot of it is fairly harmless information about you. I know that like there's a lot of tinfoil hats out there who will be like, oh, but if they know that I was shopping for an air fryer, then they'll know this about me as well. They don't fucking care. No one cares. The only reason they take your data is so that they can sell more shit to you. They're not going to like come to your fucking house. No offense, but no company cares about individuals that much, because if they did, then maybe they wouldn't be so evil because they notice individuals' concerns. There's the harsh truth of it. As someone earning a degree with the intent of entering the cybersecurity field, yeah, don't trust anyone and invest in a VPN, and don't trust sites or services that don't allow usage of VPNs. VPNs are a great way to combat a lot of that stuff. Absolutely. Getting motion sickness from reading chat in the car, I have a very simple solution for you, Lard Martini. I know it's going to suck for a moment, but don't look at chat until you feel a little bit better. I know that it's fun to be able to like read what people are saying and like reply to them, but I'm doing my best to read as much of chat as I can. So, close your eyes, lean back, just listen in on the stream. Please feel better. Please take care of you first. This chat is not worth barfing over. This chat is not worth barfing over. I will say that much right now. They'll come to your house in the form of ads. Yeah, pretty much that's it. That's like the biggest thing is anytime a company selects to steal your data, it's so they can sell you more shit. Because at the end of the day, they don't actually give a shit about how you politically align or what you're saying in your posts or like what age you are, height, ethnicity, whatever. They don't give a shit about that stuff. They just literally want your money. They want more of your money. That's the way that every company works. That's why you get targeted ads on a majority of websites now. Good thing about not looking at chat is you get to pay attention to Brian's wonderful voice. That is probably the most wholesome thing that's been written in chat tonight, besides when chat was trying to break me earlier, because we careened off into so many different crazy things. Advertising is wild. Advertising is wild. Working in advertising and marketing was like such a interesting inner look at how things work. And it taught me that there are just so fucking many people who, A, work at these companies and don't know everything that's going on. I talked to, supervisors on, the marketing staff at YouTube who straight up were like, yeah, here's a secret, guys. You know the YouTube algorithm that, YouTubers complain about all the time? Obviously not knowing I myself was a YouTuber. Yeah, they're always bitching about this algorithm, right? How do I get my videos seen? Do I put my titles in, all caps? Do I put this stuff in the tags or whatever? Well, the YouTube algorithm is actually a learning algorithm that is advanced so far through machine learning at this point that nobody at the company, no single individual, knows every aspect of how it works at all. There is not a single employee at YouTube, including the team that coded it, who would be able to explain every facet of the YouTube algorithm because it's advanced its AI so much and changed how things are displayed. And sure, they go in there and manually adjust things every now and then, but there's no one there who knows how the full, fucking program, algorithm works at all at YouTube. They were just like, yeah, it's fucking insane. AI really do be taking over. I mean, if by taking over you mean recommending cutting slime with a hot knife videos, sure. But it's one of those things where it's more just the complexity of it is impossible to understand, versus the function of it isn't actually harmful in any way. It's just bizarre. It's irritating. Yeah, exactly, Gabby. It's irritating and weird. YouTube algorithm is the true example of AI advancing past humans, but not in the way we expected. 100%, Cole. Yeah, 100%. Where it's not scary AI. It would just be if, I don't know, you created a bot that was supposed to tweet out variations of bread, and it started inventing different types of bread to tweet out. That's all the YouTube algorithms become, really. The robots are taking over. Not quite yet. I mean, and if they do, and we allow them to do so with the YouTube algorithm at its brain, then we've gone farther than I thought we would as a species of our brains not functioning and getting smoother. White man's bread. Oh my god. What a throwback. Holy shit. White man's bread was one of the funniest moments, I think, that this community's ever had. If those of you who are not here for it, I used to do this thing. We're going to bring it back at some point. I even have a playlist on the VOD channel because I mean to bring it back. But we used to do this thing called Text Synth, which is an AI-generated fucking site that you write in just a sentence or a phrase, and then you hit generate on the website, and a learning algorithm, a writing algorithm, tries to draw data from the internet to write what it thinks should fit in there. So I could be like, I went to the store today, and then hit enter, and then it would be like, I went to the store today. The store was very packed. I saw Susan. Susan was shopping for beans. We went out to the parking lot and there was an airplane. The flight was beautiful. It just goes off the rails at some point because the algorithm isn't smart enough to not know that these ideas are connected anymore. It is one of my fucking favorite things to do. The issue with it is there's not a lot of censorship on it, so it sometimes delves into really shitty, problematic language. So we'll have to be like, nope, we're deleting this one. Going on to the next one, which makes me hesitant to stream it sometimes. But as long as we all have an understanding that because it's an AI, sometimes it generates some uncomfortable material every now and then, and people will go into it with that knowledge ahead of time, I think we'll be able to use it again at some point. And it doesn't do that like all the time. It does it like maybe once out of every 200 prompts or something. So we're just gonna do our best with it because again, we're a stream that's marked 18 plus, and obviously we don't allow that kind of behavior or language or shitty things like that here. So if we do see it, we just scroll by it as quickly as we can. But yeah, AI generated bread is white man's bread. One of my favorite fucking things that's ever happened in this channel. That joke, like I almost died, I think, during that stream. I don't remember if that was the same stream as Cold Chili or not. But like the recipe for white man's bread and the recipe for the cold chili, I legitimately almost suffocated on stream. I could not breathe. I was laughing so hard. That might be the hardest I've ever laughed on stream. It was insane. I felt like I was like my brain had regressed into a rock. It was nuts. Holy hell, the cold chili slayed me. Jenna, it was an out of its mind moment. There's no way to describe that moment in this community except like we were all on the same page with broken humor, and everyone in chat was loving it. It was just, it was nuts. White man's bread and grandma's cold chili were the best. They really, I loved them. That was my favorite. We will do more tech synth. So for those of you who are not a part of the community yet or had missed that stream, we will do some sort of like fun, goofy, just, hey, plug in whatever into the chat or into the text synth and chat, and I will laugh at it. So, yeah. I just plugged my phone into the car, so you're coming through the speakers, and my mom just made the most confused, disgusted face. Hi, Marble Mom. It's been a while since you've been here. I didn't know that you hate me now. You used to come to my streams and resub. What happened? Do you hate the sound of my voice now? I'm so sorry. I'm also sorry this is the soundtrack of The Drive. I know that there's much better things to listen to, but I'm sorry that I've hijacked your car speakers. Pretty sure I made a meme about white man's bread. I'm sure that you did, because Steelers fan, you legitimately like. So we've been putting up a lot of the memes from the Reddit into House Flipper. Because you can like pick a custom image and like make it a painting in House Flipper. So every house that we work on, I leave a custom piece of artwork based on one of the Reddit memes. And there are, in my Reddit meme folder, there are probably no less than 40 memes from you in here that got selected as like meme of the night. So we've been using a few of yours, actually. So, yeah. The rejection, right? She just yelled, I don't hate him. I go to bed. I have a job. I'm not trying to interfere with your job, Marble Mom. I'm so sorry. I was busy? Yeah. Or are you quoting what Marble Mom said? Yeah, that's basically a summary of what Marble Mom said. I was busy. But you not making them anymore, that's fine. I'm not saying that you need to make any more. They were very good. Yeah, you'll see here, chat is already supporting them. So I haven't watched the House Flipper streams. That's all good. Well, we'll be doing more House Flipper very soon, I promise you. I just haven't done a just chatting stream in like a really long time, so I wanted to be able to like hang out here and talk with you guys and not be distracted by a game or anything like that. Like, even though those games are perfect to talk over, it's one of those things where yeah, like sometimes I miss just these just chatting streams where we just hang out and vibe and enjoy each other's company. That is something that's like really special to me about this community, is that we do talk a lot. And we don't just have like, sure, we have a bunch of like goofy, superficial, memey conversations, but I really do feel like a lot of you guys are here to talk about like real things. Like I bring up, when it's appropriate, I try to bring up like real world issues that I'm feeling things about, or we try to offer each other encouragement or whatever it might be. Part of the reason we do good news is obviously to remind people that we are always experiencing good news in this community in some sort, even if not every member of the community is, and that means that there's always hope that you will have good news to share as well soon. So that is something very important to me. I'm glad I caught a chatting stream. Yeah, Mads, it's really nice to have you here for one of these. I stopped making them because I just stopped coming to streams for a while. That's absolutely fine. That is A-okay. You're taking care of yourself. You're doing your own thing. You got other priorities. There are people who used to come to every single stream who I haven't seen in like a year now. Like, it just is what it is. Because you decided to stream, I have some company on this otherwise lonely trip home. I'm so glad. Girbeagly. Oh, my God. I'm really glad that we're able to be there. Yeah, a lot of people like listen to the streams as like sort of like a background podcast when they're doing like work or cooking or laundry or driving in the car or whatever. And that makes me feel very flattered that you enjoy hearing whatever we're talking about because you just want to hear what's going on in the community. That's like a really wonderful thing. And for the most part, you guys don't like do the like really uncomfortable trauma dump thing where you overshare like, you know, stuff that makes people feel incredibly uncomfortable or might trigger other people in chat. Every now and then we have to offer a sort of reminder to people, but we always want people to know that this is a safe space, that this is a place that we're always going to try to look out for everyone else's like comfort and make sure that people are just feeling welcome here and aren't going to just be vibing out to whatever we're talking about and then have someone talk about something really fucking heavy. We try to stay away from that kind of thing, and you guys are so great at that, at when it does drop in chat, not engaging with it and letting me and the mods do our thing, or just not sharing that type of stuff in the community to begin with. Like, you're really wonderful about that. Chat goes from respectful, important conversations to 2-year-olds who want to eat every inedible object. Yeah, that's a valid description. Currently listening podcast style while playing Minecraft? Hell yeah, that's awesome. Way to go, gamer. Not to be cheesy, but this is super nice to be here and to have seen Ethan tonight. Like, genuinely the happiest I've been in a decently long time. I really needed this, I think. Sometimes the nostalgia of, like, you know, old communities that you were a part of, or just, you know, the energy of, like, things that feel familiar. It's so nice. Like, me seeing Ethan last month, I've talked about this already a bunch of times, but it really holds true. I hadn't seen Ethan in 2 years in person. Like, sure, we texted and called each other, like, you know, every week, and sometimes, you know, like we talk pretty much daily via text, and we call each other like at least once a week or whatever. But it's one of those things where, like, in-person time is so different than just seeing some words on a screen, especially for someone like me who's like very extroverted. And being with Ethan in person just re-energized me so much. It was such a good time. We got to catch up on a bunch of stuff that like we hadn't talked about via text or over the phone. We just got to like vibe with each other's energies. I got so inspired. I felt so inspired after that trip. You guys will have noticed I just have been putting out as much content as I can, jumping back into YouTube, putting stuff up on Fan House, you know, doing streams, trying to engage with the community as much as I can, etc. It means a lot that I got to do that. So I definitely understand when those nostalgic vibes sort of hit and you like feel really comfortable, it feels familiar, you feel welcome, whatever it might be. I love that. And I cannot go another 2 years without seeing Ethan again. So I can't wait to see him again. Can't wait to hang out with him again in person. Whether the next time that is his show, or if we do something, I don't know. Morgan and I have been talking about possibly trying to fly out there again as soon as possible, just because like we miss him. And Mika has become such a wonderful friend as well. So yeah. Listen. If things don't go in mouth, why thing exist? Tall leaf. Oh my God. Brian is a bro. Yeah, I mean, kind of. I always feel like Ethan is my little brother. That's been the way it's been since the first day that I met him. He's one of my best friends, yes. But we get on each other's nerves the same way siblings do. We vibe with each other, and it's, I don't know, we have really similar energies while being our own independent individuals as well. And I don't know, I've just always loved and appreciated him. And I'm so proud that he got to do the show tonight and that so many of you guys got to go see it. It's so cool. Never wanted to leave for as long as I did, but mental health do be that way sometimes. Exactly. I've wanted to make my way back here to these communities for a while, so I'm glad tonight has ended up going this way. Mads, that's just the way that it is, you know? You got to watch out for yourself. You got to take care of you. You got to, you know, find out when you're comfortable enough to reintroduce yourself even to things that you were a big part of your life, you know? That is totally valid. That is the way mental health is. Offer yourself as much grace as you need to over that, because not all of us are going to be the same in our approach to those kinds of things. Brian, how did you and Ethan meet? Years ago, we were at PAX East, and I've told this story like a million times, but I will tell it again. I'm so sorry to those who have been around for a while having to hear this story for the 5,000th time. But I want everyone to be able to be aware if they ask questions directly that I'm going to share the answer to them. I love hearing you and Morgan gush over Ethan. It's so wholesome and precious. I love him. He's a great guy. He's a really, really good kid. I should stop calling him kid. It's just because he's so much younger than me, but he's not really a kid at all. He's a full-ass man. And I'm so proud to see where he's going and like what he's doing and all the fucking accomplishments he's had. I'm so proud of him. Brian did a flip for Ethan on stage. Can you imagine if that was the pipeline? If Ethan had done a flip for Mark and then I had done a flip for Ethan, and that's like, we just each like through a nepotism, like human centipede, like helped each other's careers. No, that's so funny. Ethan didn't know Mark when we met, which is wild. It was that same year he did the flip for Mark, though, which is really cool. But I am someone who, I started making YouTube videos, like I said, 8.5 years ago, almost 9 years ago now. And I just wanted to do it because I like watched people like Mark, and I was really inspired by like Let's Plays. And I remember watching Mark doing a bunch of Let's Plays and being like, this is really cool. I should do this as well, because I do the exact same thing where I just talk over video games even when a camera's not on me. So that's how I got into making Let's Plays. And for whatever reason, just watching Mark's videos over the years, Morgan and I, yeah, maybe you can make the case that this was a little parasocial. It wasn't really, because it wasn't like we had the expectation to someday meet him or anything like that. We were just like, it would be kind of cool if we became friends with Mark at some point. But we weren't like, oh, it's going to happen and we're going to go to this place and make sure to meet him and like get in with his group. It wasn't anything like fucking weird like that. It was more of just like we give off very similar energies and we talk about stuff like very similarly. It would be really neat if I got to become friends with that guy. And Morgan always says we sort of like willed that into existence. Mark and Brian went from parasocial besties to real besties. It was all an elaborate ruse to meet Mark. Yeah, exactly. But we were like, man, all right, we're in the gaming space. Like, we should go to like some of the PAXs, some of the conventions, because that'd be really cool to be a part of, and like see other creators that like I had become friends with already, and see what it was like to be like part of these like big, huge, cool conventions that a lot of people like always were tweeting about, that like we followed and whatever. The extrovert targets their prey and then befriends them. I thought of that in my brain as I was reading that, like it was a nature doc. The extrovert targets their prey and befriends them before leeching off of them for the rest of their life. Oh, God, Jesus. Oh, God. That used to be like the number one fucking insult that like people would like drop by streams or like leave in my YouTube comments. That was like the number one like hater reply that I would get, like comment I would get. You just fucking leech off of other people. It's like, what are you fucking talking? I'd already been making YouTube videos for years by the time I fucking met any of my friends. What are you talking about? I already had like thousands of followers. Like, what are you talking? Shut the fuck up. But yeah, anyway, so long story short, what happened was we went to PAX East years ago, and Morgan and I had the intention, I think it was 2014, 2015. Ethan and I, it is so funny. Morgan makes fun of Ethan and I all the time because we never remember what fucking year it was. If it was 2014 or 2015 that we met each other. But we were at PAX East, and I hadn't met Ethan yet. But Morgan and I were at a party with another acquaintance, and it was like a Twitch invite-only party. And we were down at the bar, and like the friend was like, "Hey, I gotta go real quick and go like find out where like the VIP segment is, so that we can go like hang out with some of my other friends." And I was like, "Oh yeah, sure, cool, whatever, go ahead." And he like disappeared, and like so we waited like at the bar for like half an hour, and like I was like texting him, and I was like, "Where the fuck are you? What happened? Why did you ditch us at the bar?" And then so like we went looking for him, and we accidentally. Because to get into the VIP section, what you had to do is go past a security guard after showing your pass, go up a set of stairs and then like get into the area where the VIP stuff was happening. And we just sort of like happened to wander that way looking for wherever a friend had gone when the security guard had like taken a bathroom break or something. Like I was just like wandering around like the venue like, where is everybody? I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm an idiot. I have no sense of direction or where there's no labeling for where anything should be. So I'm literally just walking into random like rooms in this place looking for my friend. And we went up the stairs and my friend was there and he was like, oh my fucking, he was like, I got really fucking hammered when I was up here. I'm so sorry. I left you guys down there. And he was like really sorry about it. And what ended up happening was Entwin, the Pack, YouTuber that used to do like a lot of collab videos with like Mark and is like a friend of like Wade's and like D-Live and a bunch of those guys who like used to do like prop hunt videos together and Gmod stuff and played a lot of horror games and stuff. Good friend of mine, really nice guy. But he saw me and he was like, hey Brian, what's up? He's like, Girbeagly, and he like walked over and like when he yelled that, everyone in the group that was like standing by the stairs I had walked up like looked over and like people like Sean was in there, Wade, Bob, a bunch of the people who I'm friends with now. And Sean knew me from Twitter and YouTube because I was one of Sean's very early subscribers on YouTube. And we used to like talk all the time on Twitter. And he was like, hey, what's up, Brian? And like he came over to say hi. And I was like, at this point, I'd never met another YouTuber in my life. The only conventions I'd gone to were small local like Comic-Cons and shit like that. So I had that like fanboy moment where I had no fucking idea what was going on. I was like, why do these people know who I am? Like, oh my God, they know who I am. Oh my fucking God. And I was like kind of like freaking out a little bit. And then like behind Sean, there was like someone who's like sort of glancing over the shoulder of Sean to see like who everyone had turned around to say hi to. And it was Mark. And at the time, I was like the biggest Mark fanboy of like the internet. I used to try to be the first comment on his videos. I tried to like watch them as soon as they dropped. I used to tweet at him, whatever. And he like came up and he was like, hey, what's up? I'm Markiplier. Well, he didn't say Markiplier. He said, I'm Mark, because I would have punched him in the mouth. Even as much as I liked him back then, I would have been like, you introduce yourself with your username, I'll punch you. But he was like, hey, what's up? I'm Mark. And I fanboyed harder than I've ever fanboyed. And I had this like moment where I could not operate my brain and thus could not operate my body. And I reached out my hand and shook his hand. And while I was shaking it, I was like, hey, I'm Brian, that is me. Like, I just, like, made a bunch of noise. I was like, blah! Like, it, like, just sounded like I was, like, about to vomit on him. Because I was, like, freaking out in my brain. Because, again, I had never met any YouTubers. And here I was meeting, like, Sean and Mark and, like, all the guys who were the biggest channels on YouTube, like, at the time. And I was like, I'm not even supposed to fucking be here, bro. I was looking for my friend. And I, like he kind of looked at me weird, and I was like, I'm Brian, nice to meet you. And, like, I was, like, all sweaty and shit. And he was like, you want to hang out with us? We're just about to go get some drinks. And this was back, like, when Mark could still drink. So we went out to, like, one of the venue's back lounges, this, like, little secluded VIP area. And we were ordering drinks, and for some reason, I can't remember who in the group decided to do it, but they were like, let's drink Fireball. And we were like, sure, we'll do shots of Fireball. Great, whatever. And we did a bunch of shots of Fireball, and everyone got, like, fucking wasted. It was, like, too much. It was way too fucking much. And unfortunately, it became a tradition where every time we all met up at a convention again, we all did a shot of Fireball. So gross. I hate it. It's not my favorite drink ever. But we were all like a little bit drunk, and then there was karaoke at this Twitch party for some reason, and Mark sang karaoke, and a bunch of... Yeah, Ethan hasn't entered the story yet, because this is all backstory as to why I was hanging out with Mark the next day, which I'll get to here. But we all did like drunk karaoke, and we're like drunk dancing, and it was so cringy and ugly and bad, and we all had a blast, but it was also terrible. And apparently Sean brings this up every time we, like, see each other in person, but he'll be like, hey, remember at PAX East when, like, you were so fucking drunk that you kept, like, pulling me away from the group to try to buy me shots of Irish whiskey at the bar? And I was like, I don't remember that, actually, and I'm so fucking sorry that happened. But this just in Marvel Mom Loves Fireball. More for her then. Anyway, so we woke up. Everyone woke up in the morning. I woke up in the hotel and I had like the worst hangover of my life. And you what? I would put my arm around Sean and I was like, we gotta drink Irish whiskey because you're Irish. And he was like, no, I don't really want any. And I'd be like, oh, come on, we should drink some. And he was like, okay, fine, whatever, I'll do a shot with you. And so he apparently did a couple of shots of Irish whiskey with me. But I was like, I'm like friendly drunk guy, I guess. But it's very cringy, terrible. But he brings that up when we see each other in person. So anyway, yeah, I've never heard you say this, hello. I probably just forgot it in previous retellings of this. We ended up, next day going to the convention. Morgan and I dragged ourselves out of bed and we're like extremely tired. And we showed up to the convention, met up with my friend again. And he was like, hey, we're going to be hanging out in this like green room. You want to come? And I was like, yeah, sure, let's go. So we went to the green room and like Wade and Bob and Mark were back there. And no. What happened was we went back there and it was like Wade and Bob and like everyone was like, where's Mark? Where's he at? And security was there and they were like, well, we fucking told him not to walk across the convention floor without a security detail. And he did. So he has been slowly for the past 45 minutes making his way to the green room across the show floor, getting stopped like every fucking 3 feet by a fan trying to get like a picture and like autograph with him. And him being the nice guy he was, I'd like to get drunk with Brian someday. I don't really drink anymore. I barely drink. When I was in LA, like Ethan and I didn't really drink very much. But I don't like how it makes me feel anymore. And I'm becoming hops intolerant, so I don't really drink like much of anything. I sip on like whiskey and scotches like an old man. So, he knew what this was. No, he kind of didn't because it was still like early on in like the convention rotation for like YouTubers. So like he knew he was going to have some fans stop him, but I don't think he understood how much he had like grown and impacted like the gaming sphere by that point yet. But he got mobbed and like, I remember walking out in the hallway outside of like where the green room was because like we all heard a bunch of noise and there was just a fucking line of like 40 people standing in front of Mark who was just frantically taking selfies and signing shit. It was just like crazy to see. But anyway, so like he came into the green room and he was like, oh, holy shit. And he saw me there and he's like, oh, hey, what's up, Ryan? And like just let us tag along with him. He just like let Morgan and I like tag along. He was like, oh, we're going to head down to the show floor I have to do this thing for Polaris if you want to be a part of that. And I was like, okay, sure. So he brought us down to this, hey, what's up, Kymaranth? Welcome. He brought us down to this booth that was on. Those of you who remember Polaris, you're fucking boomers in the community, by the way, now. He brought us down to the Polaris booth because him and Sean were doing. It was the first time they had like met in person and done anything in person together. So they were doing like this like sort of panel thing where they stood on this little stage that Polaris had put out, and like fans were able to like come and gather and watch them do stuff. So he brought us into like sort of like the back part of the booth that was like this little private VIP section. And like it's back when like people used to do like the like really intense stand thing where they're like, who's this person Mark's talking to? Oh my God, we got to take like we got to take pictures on our phones and like post it on social media and be like, who's this other YouTuber with Mark? And like it was like really crazy and weird. Meanwhile, no one knew who the fuck I was. It was the first time I ever met a fan though. I was sitting in the VIP booth. People were like running up to the sides of the booth and being like, hey, what's up, Mark? And like trying to like yell into the booth. And I was like on my phone, just sort of like vibing. And this guy came up and was like, hey, excuse me, are you Girbeagly? And I was like, yeah, hey, what's up? And he's like, and I just fully thinking that he was gonna like, well, he said, hey, what's up? And I was like, oh, hey. And I thought that this fan was gonna ask me to like grab one of my friends, and I was getting ready to be like, I'm not gonna be the fucking messenger to like have me grab one of my friends to say hi to you who's like more famous. But instead they were like, hey, are you Girbeagly? And I was like, yeah. And they were like, oh yeah, hey, hi, I'm Randy. And those of you who saw Random leave the chat earlier, Randy, that is the very first fan that ever met me in person. That's, so Randy's been in the community for like 8 billion years. Yeah, it was one of those things, where that was pretty crazy, but we were just like hanging out, and Morgan and I were like having like a surreal existential crisis. Like we kept looking at each other like the whole day being like, why are we hanging out with fucking Markiplier? Like we had no idea what was going on. But so while we were waiting in the VIP section of the booth, again, I'm sitting there on my phone, sort of zoning out what's going around me because I don't have much to do. It's just Mark and Sean have to go out onto the stage and do their thing. And Sean walks into the booth, and he's followed by this like little gangly, scrawny, who the fuck is this guy kid? This little nobody, I don't know who he is. Who's like following him around like a lost puppy. So I don't think much of him. I don't do anything. I go back to my phone. And then as I'm sitting there, said kid walks over to me. By the way, he's with his dad as well. Walks over to me. Hey, I'm Ethan. What's up? Nice to meet you. I look up. It's Ethan. Ethan had been following Sean around all day. I had been following Mark around all day. And because they just happened to have to do something together and wanted both of us to hang out with them in the VIP booth, we happened to meet in that moment. I don't know where the screenshot is, but I have a really old screenshot of a DM, because we started talking and we're like, oh yeah, I do Let's Plays also, cool, awesome, yeah, I'm here for Mark, oh, I'm here for Sean, but I'm here for both of them. We shared a little bit of a conversation, but I wasn't like, he was so young that I was kind of like, I don't know, like I'm a full ass adult and I have no idea who the fuck this person is, and I was like, yeah, we'll like exchange socials, sure, because I didn't know that many people from YouTube back then, and I was like, yeah, sure, we can be mutuals on like Twitter, just to do the friendly thing. And I remember going back to my hotel room that night, because it was the last night of PAX, and Morgan and I had to drive back home in the morning, and I got a DM from @CrankGameplays, and he was like really nice, and he was like, hey, it was really great meeting you. Hope to see you again at some point. And I was like, yeah, sure. Yeah, we should like play games together or something sometime. And that was it. That was the full exchange. And me being like, oh yeah, whatever. This kid and I are probably never going to talk again. We just like followed each other to be friendly and said that because, that's a friendly thing to do. But I was like, that's nice that he like followed up and was like, oh yeah, I would like to like see you again at some point. And then we sort of fell out of touch. Like we didn't talk to each other for like a while. And then I was making like more friends on YouTube, and I set up like this little like, back then it was Skype, but it was essentially a Discord group. And we were like looking for people to play games together. We were like doing like collabs of like Duck Game and like Gmod or something. I can't even remember what games were out back then. But I was like, hey, I know a guy. I know a kid. This kid named Ethan. He's Crank Gameplays on YouTube. I was like, I could invite him. He's like kind of one of the only people I know on YouTube. If you guys have room for him. And we were like, yeah, sure. Let's invite him. So we invited him, and then he was part of the Skype group. And the Skype group, it was a bunch of us all, sharing jokes and talking to each other and giving each other like advice or being like hyping up each other's videos and stuff. I used to do this thing a long time ago, many years ago, where at the end of every single YouTube video, I gave a little shout out. Instead of putting like one of my videos, it was like a panel that was like, if you like my stuff, check out my friend. And it would be like my friend's like latest video, like in the like card, so that like people go like click through and like support my friend's videos. I used to like retweet everyone's videos, which was like a nightmare. Like, I can't imagine how annoyed people were who followed me, because I literally retweeted all of my friends' YouTube videos. It was too much. It would be like 15 to 20 times a day. It was way too fucking much. I'm glad that my social media feed's a little bit more chill and easier to follow for people. But from that, Ethan and I just like started talking a lot more, and I was like, man, this kid is like, we have really similar outlook about like what we want from YouTube and how we treat our communities and like the sort of like good messages and vibes we want to like grow on, and our like sense of humor. And I sort of like took him under my wing a little bit, where like, I mean, this is part of the story too. Like, it got to the point where like he was asking me for like advice a lot, and like just being like, I don't know, like really just friendly, and like he really wanted to be friends with me, and like I kept him at arm's length for a while, and then I was like, no, this kid's actually like really sincere. He's like a nice kid, and he's like looking for like actual input from someone he sees is older and like knows a little bit more about life. I was one of the first people he asked about restarting his channel, because for those of you who don't know, Ethan had an original YouTube channel that had like 20,000 subscribers on it or something like that. And he was like, Brian, should I restart my channel? He's like, it's a really scary idea, but should I do that? And I was like, I like, if that is what you feel is right, like, you best, your community best, maybe you should. And he did, and it fucking took off. It exploded. And I remember those early days, again, retweeting every video he put up. Oh man, my buddy Ethan, his videos are gonna look like they have low views because he just restarted his whole channel. He's starting from scratch again. Help him get back to what he was at. And I got to watch him like grow into what he is now. And yes, that was also, by the way, the same year that he did the backflip for Mark on stage. So he kind of was on Mark's radar. But I was also like the first person he called after Mark reached out to him and like wanted to hire him for like the Team Markiplier stuff or whatever. Yeah, he called me and he was like, Brian, I have something fucking insane to tell you. I guess who just called me? And I immediately just knew. I was just like, was it Mark? And he's like, yeah. And he's like, I'm moving to LA to go work for Mark, I think. He's like, should I do it? And it's like, I was like, yeah, fuck it, do that. Yeah, go do that. And he was like, I remember him like being really emotional and just being like, he's like, our dreams are coming true, man. He's like, I'm gonna take you every step of the way with me. And I was just like, I would have done the same for you, man. But he was just like, he's like, all my dreams are coming true. I'm like working with this like guy I've looked up to for so many years. Yeah, that's sort of like how we became like really close. It was like in that moment I was like, man, this kid like fucking cares about me for whatever stupid reason. So I don't know. I've always seen him as like a little brother, and I'm always so fucking proud of him. And the fact that all of his years of work culminated into him creating this like incredible live show, and you guys get to see that energy and get to see his acting experience and get to see his ideas that are so unique played out live on stage, a script he had to write and memorize, every single comedic beat, every single moment it gets sentimental, whatever. To see him reach this point where, especially after like Unis Honest and like all these like monumental things he's done, like I tell him all the time, like he's one phone call away from like being in Hollywood, I think. Like I can see him acting in a movie or a TV show. And when it happens, I'm going to fucking send him a card, and all I'm going to write in it with like a huge Sharpie is, I fucking told you so. Because I've been telling him that for years, that like he's like one step away from like hitting the mainstream and like being like really big. But I'm so proud of him. I'm so fucking proud of him. And I'm really glad that some of you guys got to go to the show and enjoy that. The detail this time around was really nice. Sometimes I just feel like I'm rambling, but this is a just chatting story. Like, normally I'd try for brevity when I tell these stories that I've told before. But this is a just chatting stream, so I'm just, I'm sharing every single tiny detail. But thank you guys, seriously, for supporting, like, my little brother, basically. Like, I love him so much. I'm so proud of him. But, yeah. Dude, I was so fucking impressed with what he did tonight and like following the channel since around the time he moved to LA. It's so fucking cool to see that growth. I have not seen the show yet. So even though I did something that's a very small part of the show, I know the scene that is involved in. I know another scene that he told me. I know like maybe 3 or 4 scenes from the show. And I know them in very vague detail. But he keeps sending me texts that's like, I can't wait for you to see the show. I can't wait for you to see the show. And the whole thing is like he didn't want a lot of friends at this one. He didn't want friends at this one because he wants to take the feedback from this show and from both the audience and his production crew and like himself. And he wants to adjust the show and keep improving it every single time he does it. So that the next time he does it, his friends will get to see like a slightly more polished version that he's more comfortable with. So I'm so fucking thrilled. Like the show that I see might have some tweaks to it, which really just makes it more unique. I feel like every single stop, knowing Ethan, he's going to make little tweaks to it. So every viewing experience will be very unique and fun for people. But yeah, I don't know. It's so cool to see where he's going and what he's doing and everything like that. So yeah. That is the long-winded, probably most detailed I've ever gone into about how Ethan and I met back in the day. But again, I cannot go another 2 years without hanging out with him. So if Morgan and I can't afford to move out there anytime soon, at the very least, we're gonna go visit him again very soon. Just because, again, 2 years was way too fucking long. But yeah. Now, I really wish I could go to a show in Texas now. If he ever puts on a new show in the future, I'll have to make sure I can go. Yeah, future goals. That's pretty cool. Thank you for sharing, Brian. You're welcome. I'm so sorry for the 8-year-long trip down memory lane, but I'm someone who... I'm old school as hell because I'm old. To me, remembering my roots, remembering where I came from and what I came from, remembering a lot of the challenges as well as a lot of the cool moments that set the foundation for where I'm at now, that's a really important thing to me. The history of what I've done and where I've come from is so goddamn important to me. It just means a lot. So those of you who have been a part of my adventure, who have gotten to see the things I've gotten to do, years ago, those of you who were here years ago, you remember the streams where we had like 20 people in chat, and I was like, someday I'm going to be a voice actor. I'm going to be a voice actor in video games. I'm going to have my name in the credits of a very big, successful game. This year, baby. Boyfriend Dungeon. Yeah, thank you, Bree, for using the Boyfriend Dungeon command. Those of you who don't know, I'm the voice actor for Seven, one of the main characters in Boyfriend Dungeon. Pick it up on Steam, Nintendo Switch, Itch.io, Xbox, or the Epic Game Store. And I got to host an official Yu-Gi-Oh! Event this year. I've gotten to, be a host at, like, PAX events. I've gotten to do, like, panels. I've gotten to sell out, or not sell out. I've gotten to cap, like, signing lines. I've gotten to do so many cool things that years ago, if you had told me I'd done any of that, I would have been like, you're lying. That's not going to happen. I hope it does, but it's not going to happen. But I've gotten to do a lot of really cool things too, and I'm so excited to do more. And I don't know. I just appreciate everyone who's been a part of all of it. Cannot wait for your next voice role. I hope that one can happen soon. I've been auditioning behind the scenes a lot. Well, not a lot. I can't say that. I can't give myself more credit than is due. But I've been auditioning for like a couple things. I haven't heard back from a few of them. But definitely more voice acting stuff down the line. Actually, Ethan has a timer on his calculator. What the fuck? I just picked the 2 wrong words in that sentence that like convey what's actually happening. What is wrong with me? He has an event on his calendar. What in the fuck is wrong with my brain? He has an event on his calculator he put when we were in LA hanging out with him, where he's like, Brian, when did you say you want to get your voice reel done by? And I was like, probably end of November. And he's like, okay, I'm going to put December 1st in my calendar, an event where I'm going to fucking call you. And if you don't have your voice reel done, I'm going to yell at you. And I was like, all right, no, it's going to get done way before then. I still have not finished my voice reel. I've written like part of it though. So I have started on it. I just haven't recorded any of it. But it was one of those things where like, yeah, he's holding me accountable for that. But I have been looking towards incorporating voice acting as a more regular part of my job. I'm really excited to do more with it. I really hope that I have more games, more animations, things like that I can show you guys and be like, that's me in that. That is my voice in that. I'm really excited about it. Self-reflection's so important. It's really nice to look back and see the progress you've made and be proud of yourself. I've been doing that a lot lately, and it really has helped me be less harsh on myself. I'm glad to hear that, Evie. That is probably the number one thing that you should be focused on when you do self-reflection is go, hey, you know, I have come far. I have pushed through really tough challenges. Maybe things are hard right now, but I'm getting through them. I think it's really, really good. So, yeah, it's something I do a lot. I self-reflect a lot. Morgan and I, we were setting up the air fryer the other day. Again, thank you so much, Morgan, for the amazing air fryer. Like my favorite gift of all time, honestly. We were setting up the air fryer in the kitchen, and we were talking about like remembering when we had so little money that we had to ask like family members and friends to give us enough money so we could pay rent. And granted, sure, like, you know, there were people that would have swooped in as like a safety net, I'm sure, to help us out. Like if things got so bad that we're about to get kicked out or something. But like we could not pay bills and rent. We had to ask for money every month for like a year, so that we could afford to live in the place that we lived in, because we didn't have enough money. I lost my job. Places weren't hiring. We just were having a lot of like really intense issues going on that were preventing us from being able to make ends meet. And what ended up happening was, you know, I don't know, this kind of shit kind of took off. It's weird. It's very bizarre. It's strange. I've had a really long journey. I've seen a lot of weird shit and gone through a lot of crappy things. I bring it up all the time that, you know, I understand what it's like to sort of hit the bottom of the barrel sometimes. And I just want people to always know tomorrow could be the day that turns everything around. Could change things for you forever. And that's sort of the groove I'm in right now, is I still sort of ride off that high where, you know, things were worse. Things did suck. I didn't have a lot for a long time. And now every single thing that I do have is actually incredible. It's like really, really cool. And it means so much to me that anyone gives a shit, that anyone sticks around to listen to me just like talk about this stuff and like, I don't know, pays attention enough to what I'm doing to like care, to just like share their good energy too. That means way more to me than like, you know, having a ridiculous number of like, you know, like thousands of viewers or having, I don't know, just any of the weird, superficial, superfluous shit. Establishing a community that like actually gives a shit about other people means a lot to me. So thank you so much. Didn't make me cry again, or don't make me cry again, stupid. Well, I won't if I can't speak English, apparently. One of my favorite things is when you give characters voices. I'm so giggling at the Patrick Warburton voice for the chiseled dude in the farming game. Yeah, big farm story. We got to get back to that at some point. That game was actually really cute and fun. Yeah, I love the... I've been trying to reach out to that developer to see if they want me to do another sponsored one before we jump in again, because it's a game that I want to play again anyway, but if we can do it as a sponsored thing, that'd be really good. But yeah, it would be very, very funny if we could play the chiseled... or talk to the chiseled dude again. I forgot what his name was. I can't even remember what his name was. Like Lucas or something? Like, hey, what's up? Your farm is looking great. So fucking funny. Anyway, chat, I just realized what fucking time it is. I had no idea that it was almost 3 hours into this stream. I was going to stream for 2 hours tonight. I was like, it's a Sunday. I want to let people go early. It's a work school night, whatever. I don't have that much to share or talk about. I just wanted to like hang out and chill with people. I was just going to make it early so that I could go off and like, I have some other work that I actually have to get done. Oh my God, chickens. Thank you so much for the 5 chickens. Look at all those chickens. Thank you so much. That means a lot, chickens. That's so sweet. It's it's so much. If you tallied up all the chickens that we got, all the 5 chicken donations from chickens, it would be like $1 bajillion. Thank you so much. That is an unbelievable amount of support you've given. Forever stream. No, we're not forever streaming. Oh my God. The kids have school tomorrow. Have mercy. Exactly. I got to end this soon here. Like your voice reel thing? Listen, Tito, I still got like a good week plus left to get that done. All right? Everything tonight from the show to the stream has just made me feel the need to go do so much work on my portfolio and get my shit out there so I can get the hell out of Target and into what I really want to do. Hell yeah, Mads. Take that motivation. I'm glad that I can help motivate people to get up and do the things they like doing. Even if it's just with like some good energy, some good vibes. Even if I'm not like giving direct guidance, just like if you feel inspired, if you feel happy, if you feel relaxed, whatever, you know, you had a blast laughing your ass off during the stream, whatever it might be. If it's like a positive thing from it, I'm super happy. I'm so goddamn happy. That is the only point of this community, is to make sure that people feel welcome and have fun. Love all you guys in chat, and you, Brian Girbeagly. I love it here. You have no idea. Why not? I'm so glad that you do. I really do. Thank you for streaming. This last 3 hours have been very positive and good. I'm so happy to hear that. And again, thank you to those of you who are at the show for not spoiling anything in the show. And also letting me know that it was actually funny to experience I gotta pick my words so fucking carefully here to not spoil anything. To experience the part of the show the very small part of the show that I was invited to be a part of, to create something for. Thank you so much. Like, you guys are amazing. I can't wait for more people to see it. I can't wait to experience it myself. It's gonna be great. Thank you very much to everyone who dropped by tonight. And holy shit, the amount of goddamn support tonight. This is an unbelievable amount. This normally doesn't happen during Sunday. No face cam, no expectations, no stress streams. Normally we're just vibing. So this is like an unbelievable amount. Like, this is a ton of support. Thank you guys so much for it. Sorry I wasn't able to be here for most of the stream eating dinner, but it's always a blast whenever I am here. I'm so glad that you were able to make any part of it at all, Baby Spell. Please don't ever feel bad. Don't ever apologize for missing parts of the stream. You guys know the VODs stay up. If you really want to check in on them, you can do so. And then also, you have your own priorities. You have your own important things you got to take care of. These streams, I stream almost every night. So please don't feel bad if you got to miss out on some stuff. And never apologize for it. Please, it was so fucking funny. I'm really happy that my part in the show is funny. The thing that I did. You have to support your high quality camera. That's true. You do. Honestly, like, it's been so nice. That's another thing is like, so when we first started doing the no face cam streams, I think like 25, like 30 people, like the lowest viewers I've ever had on the channel since I became like a partner, since I became an affiliate, I think. Like, we had like the lowest viewers when I first introduced no face cam, because I think people, part of the fun of like dropping by, what the fuck? This is by far one of the most bizarre spam comments I've ever read. I don't even understand what the fuck you're saying. Pick up a fucking book. I don't know. Anyway, what was I even saying? My brain went into outer space. I tried to read that, and I think I had like an aneurysm because I just didn't understand. Oh yeah. When I started doing no face cam, very few people were showing up, and I think it's part of it is like you guys do enjoy seeing like my reactions live to things, and enjoy or just not used to the no face cam thing. So I was like, yeah, that makes sense. That's fine. Whatever. These Sunday streams are just like for me, because I like to not be on camera sometimes. I like to, but while still wanting to like interact, hang out, and have fun with everyone. I do not, I have pretty bad anxiety sometimes, and I was like, man, a cool way to alleviate that would be like one time a week, just chill out and just like have a good chill stream with my community. And so I was like, again, no expectations, no stress involved. It's just like me hanging out and having fun with you guys. So I normally don't expect like as many viewers as we've had for these recently. I don't expect the amount of financial support that comes through on these. It's just very unexpected. It's a lot to take in. It's very overwhelming, but like in a good way. Like I'm so appreciative. I'm glad that people have allowed me to make space for myself to not have to worry about like doing certain things while I'm on Facecam and just being able to like hang out and vibe with you guys and like play a game I want to do or do whatever it is that I want to do that like I want to do. You know, I love that a lot about these, and mainly focus on the conversation and the build up of the community and everything. Like that is, again, so much more important to me than a lot of the like superficial streaming shit out there and content creation shit that you see. And I'm not calling out any specific communities or anything like that. I hate doing that kind of thing. And I'm not trying to compare us to other people. It's just sometimes I'll be in a community and I'll see things and I'll go, man, why is any of this like necessary? Why, all this like freaking like pageantry and whatever. Sometimes it's nice to go back to basics. And the fact you guys have allowed me to do that in a way that's very stress-free, that allows me to sort of take my mind off my own anxiety and whatever, that means a lot to me. That shows that you guys are just you're really nice people. You're like incredibly nice people. Like, thank you. Used to love these no face cam nights because I felt more able to like do something else while listening and still chatting instead of feeling the need to watch you react to things. Yeah, I'm so glad to hear that. Picking your nose without prying. Yeah, exactly. I like these chill streams where we can just talk with you. Yeah, it's very, very nice. No face cam equals no problem. We all vibe all the harder. Yeah, hell yeah. I'm always up for some cozy chill vibes. I really don't mind what the content is. I'm so glad. I mean, that's always been the point of the community to begin with, is like, I'm here to interact with you guys, and whatever game I'm playing or cards I'm opening or whatever, it's just like a fun extra thing because I have ADHD and I need something to distract me. But at the same time, like, I don't know, just pumping the brakes a little bit, slowing down the speed of things and being able to actually pay attention to chat and talk to you guys and catch up. Like this it's always so nice. Even if we are playing a game during these, I try to pick out games that are so much easier to just like hang out. Like it's so much easier to catch up on what's going on and how people are feeling and whatever. Like that's a lot nicer to me. And I again, to those of you who like don't like these ones as much, I wish that it was like we're playing, Alan Wake again or whatever, and like you have Brian screaming and running around all crazy. Like I get it. I totally get it. Not everything's going to resonate for everyone the same way. Not everything's going to like be super fun or engaging the same way. Not everyone likes chill, like low-key times or whatever. But the fact that you even allow me to do it, the fact that like people are still understanding and accepting of it, might not be your favorite thing, but you're still here. That means a lot. That means so fucking much to me. Like, thank you so much. Like, our viewers are going back up again. It's, like, really nice to see, like, that we're welcoming more people into the community and more people are taking the time to want to stop by because it's something they want to do. Like, the biggest thing that scares me anytime I see a viewer drop, because, again, I'm not really focused on numbers that much, but every now and then it's, like, so noticeable that I'm like, oh, fuck, did I fuck something up? That's always my go-to is, did I fuck something up? Did I offend everyone in chat? Did I get, like, fucking canceled without realizing it? Did I do something so crappy and no one wants to tell me that I did it? Did I become the most boring person on the planet? Like, that's always my go-to. It's never like, oh, fuck these ungrateful people. It's nothing like that ever. It's always directed back inwards. So it does become one of those things where, like, I raise an eyebrow and I go, uh-oh, I must be shitty and boring. But to see, like, there's been a recent uptick. We've been seeing a lot of people who haven't been around for a while dropping by again. It's really nice. It's, like, really, really nice. The game or content or whatever doesn't matter. It really is just good vibes and fun conversations that make it great. Good. I'm so glad that people feel that way. I really am super happy. I mean, you're someone who's been here for such a long time, Mads. Like, you've gotten to see the evolution of the channel. And you're able to, as a result, compare it to, like, how things used to be. And my goal always is, I hope we don't stray too far from what we were at the core while still being able to introduce more fun elements that get people more interested in what we're doing, to allow our community to continue to grow, to get people who are interested in a variety of things to drop by and just like be excited about things and maybe be introduced to things they've never looked at before or might not have originally been into if they hadn't dropped by our community. Like, those are the types of things that I legitimately aim for, like, every single time I go live. Those are the types of things that, like, if we can say, why are you here trying to, like, he's biting the side of my fucking water bottle. These are the only moments where I'm like, all right, it kind of sucks that we have no face cam days sometimes. Literally he walked over and started chewing on the side of my fucking water bottle. Why did you do that? You just like, why did you do that? Fucking weirdo. I love him, but he's a different species. He's not a cat. He's like the alien from Thing imitating a cat, or from The Thing imitating a cat. I think it's been a hot sec since I've been around, but I genuinely feel no different than I did way back when. I'm super glad. Like, that's the whole thing, is I hope the good vibes, the good feeling sticks around while we try out new things and different things as well. So that is something that I love. Can you take pictures for the fan house? I already put up a picture of Sig today on the fan house. By the way, if you guys don't know about fan house and you want to get away from fucking terrible Twitter sometimes, then feel free to drop by there. It is your number one source of Sig pics at this point. I think I've put up more pictures of Sig on fan house than I took like the past like 5 years. he's everywhere on the fan. He's a majority of what's on the fan house. And coming up soon, the outfit that I was wearing last night, I took a bunch of fun pictures with Morgan that we're going to edit and then put up on the fan house sometime in the next couple days here as well. So I put a timer in my shut the, oh my God, Jenna. Oh, God damn it. Yeah, that's a good reminder too. If you want to drop memes in the subreddit, we do have a subreddit where you can drop memes. Oh my God damn it. Fan house more like Sig house. It really kind of is. There are so many pictures of Sig up on fan house. I think it's at this point about 85 to 90% of the content that I put up on fan house are Sig pictures. And then the other, like, last 10% is divided between cosplay pictures, Yu-Gi-Oh card openings, and then just random, like, musings or worries that I have that I don't feel comfortable sharing elsewhere on the internet. Because, again, the fan house is just, it's such a nice, like, little safe space. It's just, like, a cool vibe. It's just, like, I don't know. I really love fan house. It's, like, really chill. I may have to hop into the fan house because I always could use cat pics. Oh my God, there's an infinite number. If you scroll through the feed, just as a quick caveat, a quick thing though, if you do sub to fan house, first of all, know their payout is so much better than like Twitch or YouTube or anything else. So you're kind of supporting, you are supporting these streams by subbing to the fan house. Again, totally optional. I am not trying to pressure anyone into subbing to the fan house, by the way. Yo, Slap the Frog, take care. Enjoy DBD. I haven't played that in a while because a lot of weird things have been happening with their social team lately, their dev team lately. I'm waiting for things to settle down a little bit. Plus the whole like DDoSing shit that they were dealing with for a while. I wanted to avoid that on stream in case we got DDoS'd on stream. But that will be back at some point. I do like that game a lot. But fan house, what was I don't fucking remember now. Oh my God. Oh, the caveat is, so it's a very small team that runs fan house. They're a fairly new company. But as a result, the coding on the app and the website sometimes breaks a little bit. It's not like the most user intuitive in the beginning. But if you do have any questions when you join fan house, my account sends you an auto DM just thanking you for joining it. And by the way, you can join it for free for a month if you use the code BassPro, all one word. Not a joke, by the way. It's literally BassPro because I selected that as our free month code. And that will give you an idea of what fan house is like before you ever put any money towards it. So you don't have to worry about financially committing to it if you don't want to before you give it a try. And it's obviously not going to be for everyone, so I don't like take any offense when like people unsub or anything like that. If you have any questions, feel free to DM me on FanHouse, and I can try to help out with the functionality of it as much as I can, because there are some features on it that are not as easy to use as you'd expect, and maybe that's just us being spoiled from using highly tuned social media that's been around for like a decade in like Twitter and other social platforms that have like gigantic teams working on them, but they are working on hiring more people, fixing a lot of the coding, etc. And for the most part, it's mainly just a fun little place that like sort of imitates like Twitter minus the toxicity. It's like if Twitter and Patreon had a baby. That's the best way that I can describe it. Hello, Oliver. Welcome to the stream. Just warning you, we are wrapping up right here. We are ending the stream. There's also a house chat, and you can say hi to other folks there. I love house chat. That is my favorite feature of FanHouse. It is a DM group. Like you can go into, it's a group chat where we all like DM each other. People share pet pictures. We just talk about like our weeks or whatever. Wish each other well. It's a really cute, fun little place to be. I love the house chat. It's so fun. I kept my sub on here for like a full year without coming to stream, so I'll throw money. Oh my gosh. Well, please at least consider getting to a point that you're happy in first, like you were saying, like getting motivated, doing the things that you want to do, getting to a spot that you want to be in before you make any sort of promise or commitment like that. Because again, you guys deserve to treat yourselves to things first and foremost. You worked hard for them, and I'm proud of all of you. I really, really am. But anyway, chat, I have to end. I said I gotta end like fucking 20 minutes ago, not to mention my internet just started dying, so kind of a perfect time to go. It was good, this whole stream. It's wild. That actually, it just started dipping. That's cool. I think that whatever they did didn't fully fix the issue, but it's at least mitigating the issues for now. So we might, I don't know, if it continues to stabilize, maybe we don't even need them to install that extended line. Maybe they did do something that actually gave us like a dedicated thing. I have no idea. We've been monitoring it because we don't want to like just like, I don't want to call and be like, listen, you guys said you were going to come out here and do it. Like, I don't want to be that person. Like, I think that if this can be handled, if the problem goes away by itself, then I'll be very happy, basically, type of thing. And they did say they were going to do X, Y, and Z for us, so maybe they're doing it on the back end already, and they're just continue to be bad at communicating even the good stuff to us. I don't know. I feel like that's the case, because when they came out here last time, the text came out here unannounced, and then they sent me an email that were like, hey, we sent text out to you, we're going to follow up with you as soon as the texts leave. And then the text left, and then we never got any sort of follow-up. So I think that they're just really bad at letting us know when good things or bad things are happening. So maybe they're doing a bunch of good shit on the back end of stuff and like fixing. I hope so. I really do. Communication's hard. Yeah, I mean, that's true, but also they should do their fucking job. That's what they need to do. Anyway, chat, I'm going to go ahead. I am going to wrap up here. Thank you so much to every single one of you who stopped by. I know that we did a little bit late night gang today. I was very tired today, and I just had to like work myself up to streaming. I wasn't like in a bad mood or anything. I was just like exhausted. So I needed to rest. I needed to just like vibe out and relax a little bit today. But I'm glad that I was able to stream for the past like 3+ hours. It was really fun. I did not mean to stream this long, but I guess it was just so much fun talking with you all, and it's always, I don't know, it's relaxing when we have these types. So thank you so much for chilling. Thank you so much for chilling with us. Thank you again to anyone who, thank you for the follows, the bits, the subs, the resubs, the gifted subs, and the donations. There was so fucking much that came through today. 32 on a Sunday is like up. That's high up there for like the support that comes through on Sunday. Normally Sundays, I'm like, man, we're gonna get a couple resubs, and that's fine because it's a Sunday stream. I'm offering like less. It would be like buying discount goods at full price. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Sunday streams are just for hanging out. It's for hanging out with the boys, for having like just chilling out, for having fun. So thank you so much. Seriously, like that's an unbelievable amount of support. I I have to warn people I will use part of it most likely to buy like fucking Pokemon cards or something childish and stupid. Like why would you do that to your bank account for me to do something dumb? That's on you. And I warn you every time. I warn you every single time. But anyway, thank you, seriously. It does mean a lot. It does keep the streams going. I try to put the money back into the channel, whether that's paying bills and rent or buying supplies for stream or whatever it might be, cosplays, whatever. I do everything I can to put it back into the channel so that we can continue to create fun content together. Get more cards for us to watch you open. I have so many cards to open already. Oh my god. Brian is discounted high value goods that we don't. That is untrue. That is untrue. You guys, I don't know. I don't even know how to argue this without me violating my therapy and getting a strike. You guys deserve the world. You guys deserve the absolute world. You guys deserve so much. You deserve high quality, incredible things. I'm working my hardest to get to a point where I can offer that consistently. I hope that I do. I hope that those who have been around for a while have seen that improvement and have just enjoyed what they've gotten to experience so far. Because there's a ton more coming. I promise you all. This ride isn't over yet. I'm excited for more. How dare you imply that your offering on Sundays is discounted goods? Balls, Lav? Oh my god. So true, Lav. So true, bestie, Lav. Sure, I hope you're having a good night with the gang. I hope that everyone's having fun. I'm so glad that you all got to see each other again. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead, like I said, end this here. Thanks so much for keeping me company. Thanks for chatting with me. Thank you so much for just vibing out. Even if you just, like, lurked. Your time is incredibly important to this community and building up what we got. Like, seriously, thank you very, very much for chilling with us. And, yeah, I appreciate all of you. Is that Brian, whose vague presence in the I Have to Do the Show? Thank you so much for not spoiling it. Vague presence in the I Have to Do the Show multiverse nearly made me fall out of my seat. Round of applause to the real star of the show. I'm so happy people thought that part was funny. I'm so glad. Anyway, I'm so sorry, Ecto. We are ending the stream right now, but I appreciate you dropping by to say that. I'm so glad you had fun at the show, though. That is wonderful. Thanks for supporting one of my best friends in an incredible endeavor. So exciting. Anyway, guys, you're great. I appreciate you. I'm unbelievably emotional tonight, as you can tell. Thank you very, very much. I sat with Ecto during the show. I love that. All right, guys. Hope you all have an absolutely wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, night, whatever it may be for you. You guys are the best in the world. I love every single one of you so very much. I really, really do. Why not? Thank you for gifting a sub to Ecto. That's so cool of you. Ecto, enjoy the emotes and the sub badge. Make sure you're saying thanks to Why Not. When the vague presence happened, Lav and I looked at each other like... I love that. That's really, really funny. But yeah, thank you guys. Thank you to every single one of you. Hope you take care of yourselves. You deserve to. Love every single one of you so very much. I really, really do. Finger hearts as usual. Gabby, thank you for the 250 bits. That is a lot. Thank you for the big, big bits. Really appreciate all the support. You are all wonderful. But yeah. See you guys all hopefully in the next one. I hope next time I stream we're able to finish Alan Wake. It will most likely be Tuesday. Unless I can get all my work done tonight. I have no idea. But yeah. Take care, everybody. Love you all so very much. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.